Mr. Barnes, Mr. Milton, and Mr. Benson. There simply just wasn't 8 people attempted to be murdered in the second degree. There's one that mentions a ride-along, hence why I'm asking for 7, not 8.
What?
You said that was for Barnes, Milton, and Benson, correct?
Yes, Ms.
Clerical
Starr is
error.
only facing 3 counts.
It's that was a clerical issue. It seems they were never charged with 8 times second degree. They were only charged with 1 times accomplice second degree.
Was that ever updated? Because the original the filing I'm seeing here, the original filing still says 8 times. Did I miss?
I think this is the first time we're realizing that it was filed incorrectly.
Should be 8 times attempted murder of government employee accomplice and 1 time the attempted second accomplice.
Okay.
That guy needs to go back to school.
Okay, I will change.
Hey, keep it down.
Slightly. So, just for clarification, Barry Benson, Finley Milton, and Dean Barnes, we are changing 8 times attempted second-degree murder accomplice to 1 times attempted second-degree murder accomplice.
Yeah, that's also you can also confirm that via the report tagged and through evidence. You can see in the charges for Barry Benson that's only 1 times second degree, and not 8 times.
Okay, I mean, you're ready for the other motion, Your Honor.
Perfect.
Brian, darling.
That's settled. Next one.
Motion to dismiss the charges of harboring a fugitive against all defendants due to a lack of probable cause. They are being alleged to have harbored a fugitive, but at no point do they mention in any of the evidence that there is someone who escaped Bolingbroke State Penitentiary or any other state correctional facility. So I am loath to find who the fugitive actually is in this matter. It certainly isn't Sean McQuillan, and it certainly isn't anyone else involved.
Prosecution?
This was already denied by Danielson, and he said the argument's going to be made in court today.
Yes, a conflicted judge who went down to the cells and heard
It's literally on the docket from Danielson.
The motion to dismiss, hang on. The motion to dismiss was denied by him and the argument was made to be made in court, but Danielson is no longer the judge on this case, so I understand, now that the conflicted judge has been removed, why he's remaking this
and
motion.
we're also in court.
Correct.
Wait, that means the entire case needs to be thrown out.
The prosecution, if you have a response to that as well.
Wait, what is the argument? That because he's conflicted, you can't fucking throw the entire thing out?
He wasn't conflicted at the time.
Yeah.
He was not conflicted. He's conflicted as of yesterday.
So are they... I think we need clarity. Are they claiming that every motion thus is invalid now?
Your Honor, just for clarity's sake, are we, as the defense, aiming to invalidate Danielson's ruling due to him being conflicted, though keeping in mind that his ruling was made prior to his confliction that was yesterday?
Do we know that?
We do.
I mean...
we, including me?
I know that, but I understand Mr. Ferrer doesn't know that. So if you feel that over the course of the evidence and testimony you're going to present today as the prosecution is going to prove why that charge should stick, I'm willing to let it be argued out fully in court. That's what I'm asking. I should have clarified more. So if you guys believe that you can prove that charge, then I will also deny the motion to dismiss and have it be argued out fully in court.
Yeah.
I mean, we could so just I'm just gonna give some angles here.
I mean, if we say no right now, that's the whole case, and they're going to sue us.
Thrown out.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? So what?
All officers who aren't Ventura and Carter to get the fuck behind the bar because they aren't prosecutors? Actually, some of them are witnesses and they may be being coached.
I don't.
Especially that guy with the dumb haircut.
Yeah, I can, but I don't think the profanities were needed.
Your Honor, I'm standing in the middle making sure no thugs get past and cause a ruckus.
Motion to add Brian Knight as a
Stands behind
prosecutor.
bar 2 inches from where he was.
What? Repeat that?
You can also have 5 good points. Ezra's at 10 though.
All right.
Step it up.
All right, thank you.
Lose my mind already.
Well, they're gonna see what grounds.
Actually, wait, come over here. Come over. Yeah, I would motion me,
Let me step back so I'm not in coaching distance.
Yeah, I would motion, and then we file a continuance. Want to play dumb shit? Yeah, I'll fucking pull my dick out right now.
Hell yeah.
Your Honor, we'd motion to add Brian Knight into the prosecution as a prosecutor in this case.
The defense objects that's prejudicial at this point. You're adding in someone completely different who may not have been prepared for their style of prosecution, and as such, that's prejudicial to the defense. No, thank you.
I have no history of prosecution that Robin would be aware of.
Cooking.
Well, Your Honor, Brian Knight and Robin have never gone face to face in court, so I don't understand what prejudice would be represented here, nor styling of prosecution.
Yes, but just because he hasn't gone up against him doesn't mean he doesn't know how he. That would exactly is his point he's making. Give me a second. I will think of this over and then.
Anyway, in my fucking Benny case.
Personally, have never heard of this Robin guy.
I'd also like to add that Robin on the docket had no problem with merging the Benny Razor court case and ours, in which Brian would be a prosecutor.
Let him cook.
Though in this moment has all the issues in the world against Brian being part of this case.
Cooked.
Well,
why you say fuck
seems like it didn't get consolidated or merged. So
let's make sure
minds
that
change.
We are talking to me and not each other, because I will throw hands and contempts out if I need to.
Yeah, get him.
Mm-hmm.
No funny business.
Yeah, I trust Spangle. Look at him. He's got it on lock on the no funny business. Specifically that part.
Juiced. Oh my god. Wait, walk me across the bar.
Robin.
Yes.
Well, I see your concerns. It is not my belief that.
You're in there, Knight. You're in there, Knight.
To negatively affect
Hell
your
yeah.
defense. So at this time, I will be allowing him to be entered.
Good shit.
Sure. Motion
Get
to
the
add
hell away
Tony
from
Long
me.
as co-counsel for the defense.
Does Tony even want it? Tony?
I don't give a
Dead
fuck.
to rights, did it to him. I'm down, Your Honor.
I really don't give a fuck.
Prosecution? Any
He was literally talking to me
rebuttals
about the
to that?
case last night.
Then that's some.
Oh, yeah.
He was already privy to you.
I'll bring it
I'm
up.
not a thug
Yep.
queen. I'm just
Hold on.
ready.
Oh, you're good. You're
Wait,
good,
have I been
Tony.
entered in?
Keep on moving.
I
Yeah,
think
you're
so.
in there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in there.
Aaron
yeah,
said that Tony and her were talking
I'm
about
just
it.
waiting for
Enter
the go.
That would.
I would bring it up.
The battle
Yeah, bring it up.
box.
Yeah, Spangle, we're just waiting
I
to
don't
see
think
if the
it's like
prosecution has any.
it's like nothing
I wanna get a
major. Like
5-year
it's just
penalty
like
I would do it
Robin's
anyways.
trying to play hardball.
Yeah.
He's trying to big dick
Don't
us.
worry, I got red
Yeah.
card
Your
in my
Honor.
hand.
Yes, sir.
It was made aware just now that supposedly Aaron, Senior Officer Carter, and Tony were discussing to whatever extent this case last night, therefore would make Tony conflicted to be brought a defense.
That's not how confliction works.
Is it not? Why did you
Shit.
just make me talk?
Wait. Well,
I mean,
no. This is. Let's hear what he says.
Does that not make him conflicted?
You're good. You're good.
Hey, Liz, come back.
Sure.
Wait,
Fine.
you mean
Good.
that Senior Officer Carter disclosed information about the case to a member of my law firm?
Your Honor,
No,
that's
it's-
not what was
Sounds like
stated
a
here.
problem.
Yeah, Tony. Tony, did
Getting
you have
dizzy with
discussions
the
with Senior
spinning.
Officer Carter last night? about the
Excuse me,
case?
sir. Don't go past the ball.
I remembered. I just don't remember how deep it got. I don't know if it was anything that wasn't already on the docket, but I truly don't remember what the details were. But it did happen.
Okay, in that case, I'm sorry. I feel very strongly about these kind of things. So Tony, I'm going to say no. But if Robin, if you pull another lawyer out that hasn't had a conversation with one of these cops about it, you can have backup. But Tony's going to know at this time.
What, is Ziggy still a lawyer?
I don't know actually. I don't think so. He might be. I don't know if
How hard do we want to
Yeah,
go?
get Snow to wake up. I don't
I
know.
mean, I feel like Robin is just gonna continue
This
to
is-
argue
yeah.
that he's not.
Yeah.
He never got broken
Your
out.
Honor,
of the
can I
case.
just-
Do we want to file for a
Alright,
mistrial and rescheduling and pursue? Well, this is against Robin, not the.
Oh yeah, we were.
Yeah,
He
probably
wants to
not.
dismiss
He's not gonna
harboring a
accept it.
fugitive.
So are they dismissing everything that was noted before? Because those motions didn't occur.
We're gonna argue it and prove it in court.
So far they only tried to dismiss the motion for mistrial that was denied. The denial they tried to dismiss and tried to refile it right now. Did she say something to us? I wasn't listening.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I heard her say something, but then there was a lot of interrupting from the other side.
Hold on a second, Robin. There's no need to be rude.
Do you mind
Sorry,
repeating
really
yourself?
struggling to hear. All we can hear is like the fucking peanut gallery.
No one on this side.
It's
Okay.
the
Robin,
DOC member.
Ribbon, that is your second warning about talking to me, not them.
All right. Can you tell them that no one over here was saying anything?
That doesn't necessarily mean the peanut gallery. She literally said it was the DOC that was the problem. You're assuming.
I thought I heard ADMC. That's my fault.
Yeah.
What?
So he had motion. He'd re-put his motion dismissed because he did.
Should we point out we're concerned of Robin's well-being and age, and we're afraid there might be a mistrial due to his inability to represent the defense.
I would uphold that denial of the motion dismissed.
Funny
if
what
the
is
motion to Joe Biden.
that through their testimony and evidence
Okay,
they've given
so we just
today,
have to affirm that
they
through our
will, in fact,
testimony
prove
evidence
those charges
we can prove
on
the charges
people it's being
to
pressed
all it
upon.
is.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, the prosecution believes that through our testimony evidence we can prove the court that the charges are applicable.
All right, I expect that
One
confidence.
question, otherwise.
All right. Anything else, Robin?
Guys, don't be bad. You can't have me talking the whole time. I'll fucking.
You're good.
I'll make this bad.
No, you're good.
I didn't learn how to say a fucking word. Brian told me that. What is it? Ambiguity. Is that what it says?
Ambiguity.
Ambiguity.
I can't say that word, Brian. I'm gonna fuck it up.
No, you're good. Ambiguity. Listen.
Another word I can use instead of that.
Aaron, did you see what I put at the bottom of the sheet?
Ambiguity. What I'll do is you stop talking at that point, and I'll say ambiguity, and then you continue. It'll add a bit of lightheartedness.
Gonna fuck up in front of everyone.
So I put that thing in as an option, and the TLDR is that optional text there is what we're putting here is that they're relying on effectively a technicality, right? And we will argue both in this opening and the closing. You got everyone sees the document, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. So, yeah, the defense may argue that the ambiguity regarding when an individual is officially considered prisoner, specifically when the status begins at the moment of conviction or upon physical confinement, and further contend that the uncertainty exists about whose custody the individual is in during the interim period between sentencing and transfer to a state correctional institute, thereby challenging the applicability of the harboring charge. Will assert that the moment a conviction occurs, the accused becomes a prisoner and the custody inherently is handed to the state correctional facility.
Do we have any pre-trial motions?
I don't think we do we?
No.
No.
No, we don't.
Perfect.
Do you want me to read it, Aaron?
Hasn't even started yet?
Correct.
Oh my god.
I know, got it. It's just that one word.
You got that word. You got it.
Get food, by the way. I'm fucking starving. I think I need to go down.
If you want to be gangsta about it, you say that you're gonna freestyle this opening statement, but then read it, and they won't know. That's what I would do.
Get my clipboard out so we can go
If you want me to read this, I can do it. I just haven't read it. But
hang on.
Like, I'm fine doing it. It's just that word.
You got it.
I've never heard of it before.
For your client, Barry Benson.
What's another word for? There's there's
who is
contention regarding.
Ambiguity is a really good word for this.
Real smart word.
Yeah.
Guilty to all charges.
We say it like ambiguity.
Oh my god, that's so easy. Wow.
That'll be the same for all defendants.
Mr. Milton.
Ambiguity. Is that actually how you? Wait, is that the British way? Because I'm pretty sure the American way is
aluminium.
Yeah, we
Not
say
guilty.
ambiguity.
For all charges?
ambiguity. There's no shot. Judge is American. We need to do it the American
way. It's like
way.
aluminum and aluminium. That's how you pronounce it.
Miss Star. Sorry, apologies.
Not guilty.
Say hamburger.
Okay, all four have entered a plea of not guilty to all charges. Write that down. DOC, do we gonna have somebody you guys gonna have someone to swear people in? Do you have a person who's gonna do that? I don't like group swearing. I like making them do it when they come to sit.
I can do it.
Perfect. All right. I guess we'll go to. Got not guilty written down. I've got my beautiful, lovely assistant. Opening statements.
All right.
Take it away, Senior Officer Carter.
On the prosecution?
Yeah. Hold on, my paper's just messed up.
That's okay. One time I went to go ask questions of a client. I dropped every note card I had.
For the sake of San Andreas,
so embarrassing.
from the sanctity of this courtroom, amen.
I'm ready.
Take it away.
Today, Your Honor and people of the court, we will be hearing about the crazy events of multiple ADMC members who attempted to help a wanted fugitive known as Sean McQuillan. Sean McQuillan, also a well-known member of ADMC, assisted in brutally murdering Officer Anastasia Pierce, and was found guilty in a court of law for murder of a government employee. Sean McQuillan in no way had any intentions to ever turn himself in for the crimes he committed, and continued to flee from law enforcement for around a month. During this time, he continued to target law enforcement and escape from custody with no thanks to other ADMC members. Unfortunately for him, he was finally apprehended on the 18th of February, where the same kind of events occurred. However, this time, the tables had turned. Barry Benson, Dean Barnes, Cora Starr, and Finley Milton all consciously and willingly attempted to assist in Sean McQuillan's evasion from law enforcement. There was no attempt from any of these individuals to notify authorities of Sean McQuillan's location, despite them all knowing he was wanted for a capital level offense. Today, the defense are going to fight for this harboring fugitive charge to be dropped due to Sean McQuillan not escaping directly from Bolingbroke. However, we are going to prove in court today how vital this charge is within our society and why Barry Benson, Finley Milton, Dean Barnes, and Cora Starr are guilty of this. The defense may argue that there's ambiguity regarding when an individual is officially considered a prisoner.
That was good enough.
Specifically, whether this status begins at the moment of conviction or only upon physical confinement. And further contend that uncertainty exists about whose custody the individual is
I wrote this last
during
bit.
the interim period between sentencing and transfer to a state correctional institution, thereby challenging the I can't say this word.
Applicability.
Yeah, my mind is just going blank.
Sorry.
On the harboring charge, we will assert that the moment a conviction occurs, the accused becomes a prisoner and the custody inherently is handed to the state correctional facility. We, the prosecution, assert now and will assert at closing that the intent and the definition and spirit should be respected, not just for this case, but for all cases for the sake of the state of San Andreas and the
sanctity.
I need some water of the courtroom.
Amen. Amen.
Boom.
Someone get that woman a glass of water. I understand.
She's tired.
Me too.
Yeah.
Listen, it's 4 a.m., okay?
That's why I use a real time zone. All right. It's beautiful, beautiful. All right.
I literally wrote that
Alright.
just now.
If my old Italian mother was still alive and here, she would weep. The metaphorical spaghetti that the police are throwing at the wall shall not stick. What they are trying to say is that Sean McQuillan was a fugitive. He quite
He
plainly
was.
wasn't.
That's what
Was
the
he found
definition
guilty?
is.
Yes. Was he in the custody of Bolingbroke State Penitentiary? No.
A fugitive
If
is a
it was to
person
be
who
the
is running
Department
away
of
or fleeing
Corrections,
from the law.
then maybe the charge should say that. However, it says Bolingbroke State Penitentiary or any other
Do we have
state
officers
correctional
going up?
facility, Forgive me if I'm
3
mistaken, but I
officers.
do not believe that this courthouse is a correctional
Quangle,
facility.
Ezra, and Jonah.
I mean, the amount of
One of
mistakes that
them
happen in here, there's
should
not any correction going on.
read out the definition of
Should
fugitive.
the judiciary want to find that this charge
So I don't know where they
is
read it
maybe
from.
intended, or maybe should apply to people like Sean McQuillan, they should not apply a post facto version of law or what they want to see. They should rule in what the law was at the time of the alleged offense, and then change it if they feel there is a hole that needs to be filled. I fear the PD are going to see that the defendants here will be, perhaps, in their mind, the ones that got away. Recurring theme for some of them, it seems.
How hard do you want me to go?
They will not prove
Because if they get thrown out of this one, then your court case gets summary judgment thrown out anyway.
Simple as that.
Like, I can pull some, like, prop shit. Like, literally start asking the defense to start defining every word that's in the MDT.
All right.
I'm just personally not a fan of the we're arguing wording here.
That's exactly what's happening. Yep.
Prosecution.
And let me cook a little.
We're calling Officer Ezra Casey.
Hey, that me.
I appreciate you guys moving him to the top of the list, as he's also an EP play. I'm so sorry. Officer, what was your name? The one who offered to swear people in?
Checkers or Ursula?
Oh, hi, Ursula. All right, Ursula.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. Yeah, you're right. Well, if you would go ahead.
Attempted murder.
That's disrespectful.
Government employee.
Hi. Okay. Do you affirm and attest that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under the pains and penalties of perjury?
We should have, yeah.
So help you, Buddha.
I do.
The witness is so sworn.
Thank you. Prosecution, your witness.
Could you please say your name and rank to the court?
What's it called? The Brady?
Yeah, it's Ezra Casey.
Brady violation.
The Los Santos Police Department.
Not Brady. Oh, it's not Brady violation. What am I thinking?
Were you on duty on the day in question, being the 18th of February, 2025?
Yes.
How did you get involved with the incident in question?
A backup was requested for a pursuit.
Fuck yeah, Finn.
What kind of pursuit was this?
It was a pursuit of the apprehension of Sean McQuillan.
You stated in your statement in the People's Aim that you were able to identify Sean McQuillan. Is that correct?
Yes.
How were you able to identify him?
I'm confused by...
He pulled up in a vehicle next to mine, an entity, engaged in conversation with us, removed...
Why he's saying they're not a fugitive? Is fugitive defined here? It's not.
What happened after you identified him?
He quickly did a really wicked sick J-turn, screaming on the radio, "I've got a dip. I'm gonna get chased."
I need another word that's in here.
Did Sean McQuillan attempt to surrender at any point?
No.
To your knowledge, what was Sean McQuillan's warrant for?
A murder of a government employee.
So you stated the pursuit took place. What was your role during that pursuit?
Initially, I initiated the pursuit, and then due to the speed of his vehicle, I fell back into a parallel positional role.
How would you describe the pursuit with Sean McQuillan?
For lack of a better word, hectic. A lot of
citizens.
A lot of vehicles.
What makes you a citizen? Where's the definition of citizen?
So you mentioned a lot of vehicles. Just to confirm,
Who is the
like
best
vehicles
person
or, like,
to? I don't know who I need to coach someone on this. I'm coming in last second, so I don't know if I'm gonna play this. Quangle, Jonah.
Do you recall the owners of the vehicles interfering?
But I have to make sure it's not leading.
Not every single one, apart from the one that was later disabled due to gunfire.
Hang on 1 second. Hi, kiddo. You're not exempt from the rules and the behaviors in the courtroom.
She's talking to you, chump.
Why are you talking to me like that, Quengle? Fuck off.
Mask off.
You look like an ugly bitch.
Mascot.
Jordan
You
and
speak like that. I'm
Joshua.
gonna ask.
Wait, she's a saint.
Please don't make them reschedule again.
That's all I ask. Thank you. Respect the courtroom.
I apologize.
Oh, you want to spit on me?
Officers, if you'd like to continue.
How did the pursuit come to an end?
A vehicle had rammed into another officer at over 100 miles per hour. After multiple warnings from officers to not do so, they were opened fire upon and it engaged into a shootout.
When the vehicle was opened fired on, what happened to the driver?
This might help us.
The vehicle was disabled somewhere along Strawberry Avenue. Driver fled around a corner and into a back alleyway.
Did the driver attempt to surrender at this point?
No, he fled, ignoring any officers attempted to tell him to stop.
Did you come into contact with that driver again at any point?
Yes, he had backed into a corner with another individual, opening fire on officers.
Where did this shootout occur?
It would have been in the alleyways off of McDonald and Strawberry behind Lucky Plucker.
And how many shooters were there to your knowledge?
There were 2 in the back alley, and there was 1 across the street of Strawberry on one of the rooftops near the clothing store.
Were these 3 individuals shot down?
Yes.
Were you the processing officer of any of the suspects shot down?
Yes, I processed Dean Barnes.
During processing, did you conduct a GSR test on Dean Barnes?
Yes.
What was the result?
It was positive.
Did you search Dean Barnes after this?
Yes, he was searched.
And what was found in his possessions?
He was in possession of a Desert Eagle, aka Deagle.
Were you able to link the casings from this firearm to any of the scenes?
Just the scene that was where he was on the rooftops.
So just to confirm, the South Side shooting scene?
Yeah, the South Side.
And to your knowledge, how many people were shot at in the South Side shooting?
There was, I believe, to be 8 officers and 1 ride-along that was in a BCSO vehicle.
Let me just ask if the other prosecution.
Do
you guys have anything?
Yeah, let me ask you a question. Do you want me, because they're playing word games, I can go up there and ask him to reference the Constitution, read out what the Department of Justice is.
Yeah,
After doing so, ask him, is there anywhere a definition of citizen? When he says no, I say, well, how would you come to define citizen?
Well,
like,
you
see where I'm going with this? Do you want me to do that? Yes or no?
You don't see him.
What do you think?
God damn it!
I don't mind either way. I just don't
here,
want
we can't see him, but just
him
prove
to
how sure
feel
he
like
is.
so much pressure. But if you feel like it's going to help us, then
I'm not sure.
Just like
what do you think,
that ride
Ventura?
along
Oh, fuck it, why not?
All right.
Fuck that right along.
How you doing, Ezra?
Hello.
Can you go ahead and reference the Constitution of San Andreas for me?
Yeah.
Can you read out for me, under Article 2, Legislative Authorities, San Andreas Department of Justice?
Second. Why is it so hard to find?
It's all the way at the bottom. You have to
Yep.
scroll down and it's not loading.
Got it. What was it that you need me to look at again?
Go ahead and look at Article 2, Legislative Authorities. And under there, under 1 is San Andreas Department of Justice. Go ahead and read that entire section out.
The San Andreas
relevance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rebuttal.
I am setting foundation here, Your Honor, and there's only going to be 2 questions right after this.
Can we skip the part where he reads it and we assume I don't know how to read and
absolutely
that, and then
sure
just ask the questions instead?
Absolutely. And
then we'll see if
Sure.
the objections will still apply.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Is the definition of citizen defined anywhere in the Constitution?
I don't see it, no.
Okay. So is the word fugitive defined anywhere in the Constitution?
Yes. Sorry. It's late. I apologize.
Yeah. Was I yes to the first question or the second one?
Did you ask a second question?
Yeah, I didn't hear the second one.
Oh, yes. Is the word fugitive defined anywhere in the Constitution?
There's no definition for it, no.
Okay. Given that, is the Constitution still applicable, and do you still adhere to it?
Yes.
And as a law enforcement officer,
hold the fuck on. What happened to 2 more questions?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Is that an objection?
Objection.
I didn't know what
I'll hear the rebuttal now.
Absolutely. Your Honor, during the opening, the counsel referenced that he made the statement that that Mr. McQuillan was not a fugitive, and I'm highlighting how that is inaccurate.
Is the prosecutor's argument, if it's not defined in the Constitution, we can't say what the word means?
My rebuttal is the lack of a definition does not mean that a definition can be pulled out of one's ass.
Okay, I am smart enough to get the point that you're trying to make there.
All right.
Is there more questioning required to get to that point?
I think my point is made. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
All right.
Nobody can get mad at me. I don't wake up.
I don't think we have any more. Do you have any,
Yeah.
Ventura?
We don't have any more questions.
No.
No more questions for the prosecution?
No.
All right, Robin, your witness.
All right. Sure, let's pick up where Mr. Knight left. Ezra, does the Constitution define what prosecution means?
No.
Does it define what, let's see, painting means?
He's making my point.
Do you know what these words mean without needing it spelled out in the Constitution?
W assist.
Yes.
And would
redirect.
penal code description of what a charge means, would that tell you what the charge means?
Sorry, repeat that one.
Would the description of a penal code charge tell you what the charge means?
Objection, confusing.
Well, that's your problem.
Rebuttal?
True.
Your Honor, he keeps talking to us.
Yeah, well, first of all, Biddy, stop it. Also, do give your side a time to object before you answer, okay? I know you're tired. Yeah, so you objected.
The previous question was confusing.
Okay. Robin, rebuttal.
He answered it. He wasn't confused.
What was his response? I didn't actually hear him respond to that,
he said,
Your Honor.
So Robin asked him, does the definition on the penal code define what a charge means? And he said, what? And then he repeated it, but slightly changed it. And then he said, yes.
Okay. All right. Yep. That works for us.
Okay. All right. So, well, then the answer will stand.
Yes.
Go ahead, Robin.
Right. Do you know if Mr. McQuillan served any prison time for his accomplice to murder of a government employee charge before he was apprehended?
To my knowledge, I'm not aware.
You don't know, or he didn't? I just want to clarify that answer.
I'm not aware of to my knowledge, no.
Okay. Was he in? Do you know if he was in any other state correctional facility that isn't Bolingbroke?
Again, to my knowledge, no.
Actually, we don't need to object to that.
Fantastic.
Let me see.
The matter is about custody, not.
Did Sean
trying
McQuillan
to fight
escape
it. He
from
never prison because he was on bail
sorry.
straight away.
No, I'll read that. Did Sean McQuillan escape from the PD?
I don't understand what you mean by the PD. Is the entity or the
When,
station?
so when this whole chase happened that you just testified about, did Sean McQuillan escape?
From the pursuit just now that we were discussing? No.
That's the only thing I've heard today.
No, he was apprehended during that pursuit.
Okay. No further questions.
All right. Prosecution? Redirect? So I understood your confusion if he was asking about a building or not, because he went from buildings to people on you. I got you.
I was like, huh?
Ezra, when someone is convicted here, have you ever sent them to Bolingbroke?
A convicted in the courtroom, sir?
Correct.
Personally, me, no.
Have you witnessed it?
Yes.
Who sends them?
Would be the us or the DOC. Us being the police department or the Department of Corrections.
All right. Does local DSC ever take custody and bring them to Bolingbroke?
Objection weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm of a mind.
I can get a rebuttal.
I was gonna say, just I'd like to hear
Yeah,
your rebuttal.
I can give a rebuttal.
Step, you know?
Yeah. Your Honor, the inherent nature of custody and the transformation of custody inherently relies on what happens once a conviction is made. And given that this entire prosecution is leaning on the defense of whose custody is a individual in post conviction once the gavel hits, it's very relevant.
Robin, I'm gonna.
I didn't object to relevance. I objected to weird.
I'm gonna allow this because I trust that. I'm sorry, I don't know what your rank is right now, Knight.
It changes every week, ma'am. Sergeant at the moment.
Sergeant Knight knows where not to step in the weird puddle, so I'm gonna assume you have an idea of where you're going with this, and I trust you. So
absolutely. Does
ask the question again.
Does local DOC handle custody occasionally?
Yes, occasionally.
All right. In this courtroom?
In the courtroom, no. It tends to be present individuals.
And do they handle the transferring?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
We're good?
Yeah.
I don't think we have anything else because I didn't even ask him anything really about that.
Okay. I think we're good.
We have no further questions.
All right. Ezra, you're gonna step down. Robin, are you gonna be marking this witness for recall?
No.
You're free. You can go to bed.
Oh my God.
You.
Thank you guys. Love you all. Have a good case.
All right, prosecution, your next witness.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Your Honor, the prosecution calls Jamarius Christina.
Oh, I'll take it. Well, I'm going to take it all day. The reason is inherently that's what this entire argument is about.
Time for a real deputy to take the stand.
Well,
that's not why I'm not afraid to step on that line, because that is the problem. Because the invisible DOC is the one that's in custody.
Your Honor, may I put my logo on the?
That's the problem with the argument. Doesn't matter what you put on top of it. That's the fundamental.
Raise your hand.
Give him a sec. Wait, hang on. He's going for logo.
Hey, give me a sec.
Can you even can you access?
Because people get sent 90% of the time.
Hell no! Absolutely not. We're taking
Cornball. What do you mean?
Cornball.
Yeah.
Cornball.
As soon as the gavel hits, colloquially,
He hasn't waken up in 3 months. That's
Okay, I'll change it. I'll
baby.
change it.
it's the custody of the DOC.
What about this one? This one's fine.
What the fuck is that?
You know what? We'll
What is that lighting on his face?
Nah, Warner Brothers is gonna get
Oh,
you.
golden kappa time! Bro! Get your golden.
Yes.
Oh my God! Everyone got scammed earlier from all the gifted subs. Get them now. Get your golden kappa. Listen, this is looking good, chat, for us. Get your golden kappa, 100 biddies, gifties, resubs. Get them while you can. Get them while you can. Get that timer up, brother. Get that timer up, brother. Get it up.
Sorry, I can't spell Quangle. I have to copy paste. All right, your witness, prosecution.
Please state your name and rank for the court.
I am Deputy Jamar Quangle with the BCSO. I am a full deputy. I'm also an interceptor certified driver. I'm also a TRT operator.
Y'all all think of the 100 biddies. Anguish with the 10 gifties. Tank with the sub. Omen with the 5. Silo with the gifting sub. I kick with the gifting sub. Siphon with the gifting sub. Scub with the gifting sub. Get your golden captain's tape with the 5. Divide with the gifty. Pengzor with the gifty.
Okay, you don't get to object on the stand, Quangle. You'd have to get the prosecution to object for you.
I'd like to say, long live Big Merv. Rest in peace, Vic Hanna. Who else is that?
Yo, Hemi, thank you for the 10.
Okay, well, I can reclaim my question.
Anastasia Pierce.
Quangle.
I'm gonna get a little bit closer.
From here, it looks like you're refusing to answer the question of is
yes or no, Quangle.
No,
yes or
answer,
no.
Quangle.
No, Lieutenant. No.
I'm a captain. Thank you.
Captain, my apologies.
I got that on court record.
Okay.
Quangle,
were you on duty on the day in question, being the 18th of February, 2025?
I was, in fact, clocked in. Yes, I was.
This is fired. Thank you for the gifted sub.
Okay. How did you get involved with this incident in question?
Oh, this incident in question all happened because I seen Barry Benson speeding in his blue and colored two-door gauntlet on Davis going north by the mortuary. And I pulled him over, and I caught him speeding, and he said, "What is the capital of Australia?" And I said, "Sydney." And he drove away.
Zedge, thank you for the gifty. Anonymous for the 5. Chat, is the volume better now that we're closer?
That is how the situation proceeded.
Okay. To your knowledge, what was Sean McClellan's warrant for?
As far as I know, word around the streets and around the police department, he's a known killer. He killed an officer. He fled court. He's a very bad individual that needed to be caught and sent to prison. Taken off the streets to keep Los Santos safe.
Without self-glazing too much, what was your role in the pursuit?
Oh, my role in the pursuit, I was head interceptor on it. I was on him the whole time. I'm the reason we caught him.
Cap.
I am the sole reason we caught him. Now, I couldn't do without my team at the BCSO and LSPD, but I will say I was the main interceptor right behind. I was on him I was on him.
Okay. How would you describe the pursuit with Sean McClellan?
It was pretty hectic, chaotic, and multiple interference vehicles pitting at high speeds. Individuals going left, right, all through the city, off-road, very reckless and dangerous, putting many people's lives at risk.
To your knowledge, how many interference vehicles were there?
My knowledge, there was minimum 5.
Okay. Do you recall any of the owners of these vehicles?
Yes, the first vehicle was the main vehicle we started chasing, which came back to a Barry Benson. One vehicle came back to a Sean McQuillan, and another vehicle, I believe it was a blue color of Felter, came back to a Cora Star.
Anonymous with the 5.
Can you clarify what these how these interference vehicles were interfering in the pursuit?
They set up multiple blocks. They were pitting officers in between the chase. They were ramming. They were setting up certain things, going left, right, up, down. It was a whole conjunction of multitudes of things.
And how did the pursuit come to an end?
Well, I got pitted at a high speed going about 130. I believe I think it was Barry Benson. I called to open fire on him because we have been pitted and we warned him multiple times. The vehicle was open fired upon. He got on foot. Nobody opened fire on the individual. He started running on foot. We chased him. It was an alleyway behind Lucky Plucker. He got out, started firing, and a shootout occurred behind the Dick Lovers in the Lucky Plucker alleyway. After that, multiple other deputies and officers were still on the main vehicle, which came back to Sean McQuillan. Shortly after, there was an ambush set up in one of the garages up in Vinewood by, I believe, to be a Cora Star, and Mr. McQuillan and Miss Star were taken down with lethal force.
So, just for clarity, there were two separate shootout scenes.
Yes, there was one in the south side in the alleyways behind the Lucky Plucker, and one up north in a red garage off Spanish and I believe West Eclipse.
Okay. Were you one of the processing officers?
Yes, I processed Miss Star. That is correct. I did process her. Yes, indeed, I did. That was me.
Okay, that skipped those questions.
And I did
Not
take
a
them
mistake
both
you'll
down.
get for another 5.
Me and my trusty heaven trust.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you say you took your boat down?
No, I said I took them both
Oh
down.
shit, it's still going!
Down. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Sorry, I heard boat.
Yeah!
Solo officer deputy.
Yo, we're 50 away.
Apologies, I misheard. Okay.
Oh, no problem, Your Honor. No problem.
By the way, I'm quiet because I'm helping adding more to the closing.
I did not. And the reason I did not was because my
Not what I
lieutenant.
asked. Well, it's okay.
No, I'm gonna answer why I did not.
You will not answer the
Quangle,
question.
if Quangle, if he asks you a question and the answer to the question is no, he's allowed to then move on to the next question. You've answered the question.
You're lucky, Lieutenant. You're lucky.
Isn't Ventura a captain?
Oh, my apologies.
Well, the formidable Deputy Quangle does not know what rank is, apparently.
I do. It's just he was. Sorry, my apologies. Captain.
Yeah. Okay. Did you search Corsa?
Yes, I did. I did indeed search her person. Yes.
What was found within her possession?
She had I believe to be a 50 caliber Desert Eagle, multiple rounds of ammunition. I believe 2 or 3 magazines, and I believe that was it. That was illegal. There was obviously she had other things like repair kits, bandages, and radios and stuff. That was the main illegal thing.
To the best of your knowledge, were the casings from her firearm found on scene in Vinewood?
Yes, they were. I was
Info, thank you for the 1K biddies, baby.
And took the casings from the scene to BCSO to put in evidence, and hence why I didn't GSR test her, because my captain told me to do that instead of somebody else. But it's another thing. It's fine.
And I think my last question is: do you know, to the best of your knowledge, how many officers were shot in Vinewood?
In Vinewood, there was only 4 officers that got shot. There was myself, Captain Ventura, I believe Cadet Gitlin, and I'm not sure what Garcia's rank is, but Officer Garcia.
Just for clarity, are you talking about the officers that were in the shootout or the officers that were shot in Vinewood? Shot at?
The officers that were in the shootout in Vinewood.
Do you know how many were shot at in Vinewood?
That were shot at? I believe it was 3. I was the only officer not shot at. Again, I could be mistaken, but I believe it was 3.
Okay. I have no further questions. I don't know if Aaron and Knight do.
Nope.
Hey, Quangle.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
What is?
That's the capital of Australia.
What's Canberra? I've never heard of that.
Did you have any?
Australia.
Why would it not be Sydney?
Did you have any questions?
I don't know. You'd think the
any other
capital of
questions,
Florida
Aaron?
would be Orlando, but it's not.
Don't think so.
You want to take a crack at him, Ryan?
I'm not sure I've got any questions.
I don't even know where Canberra is. I googled it and I still don't know.
It's in between Sydney and Melbourne. They couldn't choose.
I
Which
feel
one to
like
make the capital between Sydney and
I
Melbourne,
feel
so
like
put a city between
with
them,
the
gave it
Ezra
federal territory.
stuff, I think we've pointed out like let's not play games with definitions.
There's nothing to do there except
out there,
fucking
and then
Parliament House and Questacon.
like what's there is
just
good
like
enough.
get fucking maggoted in the park.
Yeah. There's like 1 or 2 nightclubs, but they're dog shit.
I don't
And they're really simple questions, but like the pursuit is a reason they're getting
We
charged.
did
You know what I
indeed
mean?
learn today,
Yeah.
Your Honor. We did indeed learn 2 things.
We don't have any more questions.
Oh,
One
I mean, I got a
capital
funny
of,
one. Do we want to
Australia.
use
go
it?
for it.
I'll go
Okay.
on.
I asked the J House
Keep
one. Go
that
for it.
thug
All right.
Sean McQueen locked up.
I don't know if I learned that. I definitely learned about the capital, though. Yes, Sergeant Knight.
Quengle, you're a deputy in the BCSO?
That is correct, Mr. Knight.
All right.
I am indeed a deputy in the BCSO, yes.
Where were you employed prior to that?
Prior to that, I would like to say I was employed at the DPD. That was ran by Chief Knight back in the day. My OG.
I see. What's your thoughts on the DPD?
DPD was indeed the best police department there ever was and will ever be.
All right.
Nothing will top that, in
All
my
right.
opinion.
Glaze, god
All right.
damn.
No further
Hey, y'all
questions.
hear something?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
You know what?
Sorry, I thought I heard a little cockroach in the back seat.
You know you just don't totally open the scope to shit talk of the DPD now,
Yeah.
right?
What do you mean?
All right.
He's gonna press you now.
Look,
We
I'm
have no
just
further
saying.
questions.
I'm just saying. Stop fighting for this. Yes, you would.
Wangle, you said you were a part of TRT, is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Ferrer. I have my best on me and right now. TRT, hashtag we take the shot.
Isn't TRT a hormone replacement therapy?
No, TRT is a tactical response team or tactical response unit.
Deputy Quangle, have you been taking shots of testosterone due to your
Objection.
OT?
No, I have
Wait, hang
not.
on, Quangle. There's an objection. Yes.
Okay.
Officer Knight. Just Sergeant Knight.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's using a misstatement of testimony, and also it's a misstatement of testimony. He said TRT is the tactical response team and not a enhancement medicine or whatever it is he's referencing.
Hey, rebuttal, Robin?
I don't think I was. I sort of then. He said no, but then I asked him if he's been taking shots of testosterone.
Yeah.
I can see why he thinks they're related, but technically not.
Okay. Well, my rebuttal here is I don't think this court needs to hear his medical related information. No relevance.
The only medical equipment I use is
Quangle, I'm still deciding if you can answer or not. What? I'm still deciding if you have to answer the question or not. I'm thinking.
I use hydrocodone cream for my eczema.
No one asked.
What is it? Hydrocodone cream or hydrocortisone or something for my eczema.
Show your bitch ass up.
That
You would
goes
have
double to
eczema.
you, Jacob.
Wrong one.
Joshua, my bad. Whatever. You guys sound the same, anyways. I'm gonna actually.
Him and his cousin do not.
They sound identical, like bitches. I'm gonna hold up the objection.
I
only
agree,
because
Your
that would
Honor.
be.
I'm gonna hold back right now.
Only because that would be your personal medical information, and you're not being on trial right now. So you know, I am gonna uphold his health rights on that one.
Given
Sure thing.
the previous stuff, I don't want him to like throw the testimony out because he may have been under the influence.
Mr. Quangle, do you know if Sean McQuillan ever served any time in prison before he was apprehended? For the murder of a government employee as an accomplice.
relating to that charge in specific or another charge? Because I know he definitely does have a criminal record.
Yeah, that's why I added it, because obviously Sean's been to prison before, but just for the murder charge.
Should we ask, like,
Yeah.
mention the whole bail thing and ask
Can you- Yeah. Sure. It may be worth, because I think Quangle's actually doing really good. Be like, do you need to be in escape a prison to be a fugitive? Yeah, because that's not the case.
My whole point. A fugitive isn't somebody that escapes prison. A fugitive is somebody that's wanted.
Exactly. Should we ask? Do you want to ask? Put those questions out, Ventura, right after this.
Do you believe it or do you know it?
I got a pudding cup. I want to eat.
Well, again,
wait. Sorry, what did you say? I didn't.
I said you do it. I got a pudding cup.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. When Captain Ventura said you don't know rank, is that correct?
That is false. I can name all the ranks right now if I wanted to.
Oh, huh. Let's not bore the court with that. No further questions.
All right, redirect.
How you doing, Quangle?
How's it going there, Mr. Knight?
In the opening testimony, the defense asserted that fugitives are
objection scope.
Let him finish the question.
Yeah. All right.
It's already going to be out of scope.
I don't care. Let him finish the question.
Yeah.
Don't answer it, Quangle, until he gets turned to eject, okay?
All right.
Go ahead, Sergeant Knight.
In the opening statement, the Robin asserted that a fugitive is somebody that breaks out of prison. Do you agree?
Objection scope.
Rebuttal. He opened up that line of questioning with the follow-up questions just now.
No, I didn't. Can you point to which one that I
yes,
did that with?
absolutely. He was asking questions about, was he ever in Bolingbrook? Did he escape from Bolingbrook? This is inherently opening up the scope.
Give me a second to think about this.
Do I hear?
a fucking motorcycle.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. I think it's coming in here.
This sounds like an RC car.
You might be right, by the way.
I'm sorry. Can I have your question one more time, Knight?
Yeah, absolutely. My question was, in the opening statement, Robin here asserted that a fugitive is somebody that escapes prison. My question is, do you agree?
Okay. I'm gonna uphold this objection because while I think he opened up his cross was open to Sean's specific actions and time served in prison, he did not open up to legal definitions of
that must mean it's
the prison breakouts and that kind of stuff. So I am gonna uphold the scope on this one.
Okay. I can rephrase and see if I can jiggle that in there. Was Sean McQuillan a fugitive?
Objection calls for legal conclusion.
That's one I haven't heard in a while.
My rebuttal is Mr. Quangle here is a law enforcement officer, and for him to apply the very charges in question, he would need to be able to know what a fugitive is. And if he is not able to answer that question, or any other officer for that matter, well, then how would we ever be able to apply any series of charges to begin with?
Robin, rebuttal?
The legal definition of what a fugitive is not... whether he agrees or not, it doesn't change the fact of what it actually is. That is up to you to decide, Your Honor.
I can provide a rebuttal. Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna allow the question, but also, yeah, it's my decision at the end of this today. What it is, Quangle's opinion will be taken as that, an opinion.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. My opinion is fact.
All right.
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Yes,
Mr.
absolutely.
Mack?
In your,
It's not fact, it's opinion.
based on your training as a law enforcement officer,
Does the Constitution define training?
do you believe that Sean McQuillan was a fugitive?
Yes, he was.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Does he have a bar license?
About whether he was on bail or not?
You could ask that. No, I don't believe so.
We just have one, I think. To your knowledge, was Sean McQuillan ever put on bail?
To my knowledge, I have no clue.
We have no more questions.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, step down, Deputy.
Can I say one last thing, Your Honor?
You're not supposed to if someone's asking questions. Is it gonna be something cool or is it gonna be something cringe?
Yes, this is this is what I'm gonna walk away to.
Okay, I'll let you.
We might ask you that, Jonah.
Keep that fuck Sean McQuillan up.
I would put this in your notes that the prosecution is asserting that there is a legal definition. I'm going to put this in the thing that there's a legal definition for fugitive. There is not. So there's a lot of pulling out of the ass statements that are being made, and we got to make sure that that isn't forgotten.
You are free to go at your own leisure.
We'll have you and what's his name? You and Oxy working.
Right, prosecution.
We're gonna need just a moment there, Your Honor. Aaron's sorting something out.
So we need to take a potty break. Take a 5-minute.
I'm all good. I just went deaf for like 2 seconds.
Oh, it looks like she's good now. Yep.
Okay.
We call in Deputy Jonah.
Leave the courtroom like a good boy, Quengle.
Oh. Sorry about that.
That side's not at you, Deputy. That's at Beretta.
They're probably innocent, to be honest.
DOC, if I could have him sworn in. Where did Ursula go? Where did all my DOC friends go?
There's a marshal here now.
I can
Maybe
do it, Your Honor.
Evolved.
I can do it. I have DOC experience.
So how many DOC did like the 3 DOC who were over here combine and become you?
No, I think they were dealing with the loud sounds in the hall.
Yeah, they were.
Hey, Flores.
Hello, Flop.
In Deputy Slow, that'd be fantastic. Thank you.
All right, Slow. Raise your hand for me. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury? So help you, Kiva.
I do.
All right, all good, Your Honor.
All right, bonus points for using a goddess. All right, your witness, Aaron.
Can you please say your name and rank to the court?
Deputy Jonah Slow of the BCSO, full deputy.
Were you on duty on the day in question?
I sure was.
And how did you get involved with this incident?
I attached to a pursuit stemming from a traffic stop performed by Mr. Quengle on, I believe, Barry Benson. And then it was called out that there were multiple interference vehicles, so I attached as a parallel interference, unit.
When you say a parallel interference unit, can you elaborate on that about what you would be required to do?
Yeah, so typically, you're going to be sort of stationed up on the periphery, following along the pursuit, maybe a block over, maybe 2 blocks over, maybe even 3 blocks over. And you're going to be sort of ghosting the pursuit, and then when vehicles begin to interfere with police officers or deputies maintaining the pursuit, you then kind of get a little closer in and start subdividing the chase into different pursuits, and you try to keep them, interference vehicles off the main pursuit of the primary vehicle.
Okay, so as a parallel interference unit on this pursuit, what did you have to do?
Well, I was, for majority of the pursuit, driving a CVPI, so I was, holding the pedal down to the max, trying to keep up with a number of extremely fast, well-kitted vehicles that were interfering with the pursuit and attempting to, stick with the pursuit and be as helpful as possible.
You mentioned, Jamie, give me a second. You mentioned about blocks as an interference vehicle. Did any blocks happen during this pursuit?
I do believe that there was a block. I recollect hearing it over radio, though I was not within a visual range of the block when it occurred, nor do I remember exactly where or what point in the pursuit it happened.
And during your time as a law enforcement officer, do you experience blocks a lot?
Yes.
I don't know if he answered, I didn't hear him.
Oh, he said yes.
Can you guys hear him?
Can you not hear him? He's talking.
No, I can't hear him.
Yeah, I don't hear him either.
I cannot hear him.
I think he's whispering.
Yeah, I'm yelling. Hold on, I'm gonna take
I can
a
hear him now.
Yep.
Oh wait, she can hear you now.
I answered in the affirmative, ma'am. Yes.
And during these blocks, what normally happens?
Sometimes it can be something a little bit like, a tow truck will kind of pull in front of you while you're coming around a corner or going through a tight squeeze. Sometimes it could be much more violent.
Wait,
like,
1 second. I think we might still be having issues. Can you hear him right now?
No worries.
I keep going deaf randomly. I don't know why. All I can hear is friendly now.
You want to take a break?
Random.
Like 5 minutes?
Can you just repeat your answer to that question?
Sure. Sometimes a block will be something as simple as a tow truck rolling through and blocking you as you're attempting to follow a pursuit through a tight squeeze or a tunnel or around a corner, something like that. However, sometimes it could be much more violent, where you will have cars pull in front of you while you are, driving at a high speed pursuing a vehicle. And sometimes there'll be multiple vehicles that do that maneuver at the same time, and it can be incredibly dangerous.
And to your knowledge, as a law enforcement officer and having to do go through these blocks all the time, what is the reasoning for the blocks to happen?
It's usually an attempt to shirk the units that are directly on the primary vehicle off the vehicle long enough for it to slip out of vision and evade the police.
You stated in your statement that you was also one of the units who were able to identify Sean McQuillan. How were you able to identify him?
I have positively ID'd Mr. McQuillan before on an incident a couple of nights before. Mr. McQuillan approached me while I was making laps around the hospital, keeping overwatch as a suspect was receiving treatment, and he basically did donuts around my car, taunting me with a mask off. And so on that incident that night, I was able to get away from him for a second and pull out my MDT, take a look at his profile, and get a confirmation that had been the individual who had been sort of doing donuts around me. And so then on the night where Mr. McQuillan was finally apprehended, I had already been able to positively ID him. So when I pulled alongside Mr. Casey and Mr. McQuillan during that pursuit stemming from the traffic stop, I was able to easily see Mr. McQuillan's red perm hair.
To your knowledge, what was Sean McQuillan's warrant for?
The murder of a government employee.
And do you know if he ever served any prison time or placed on bail at all?
Well, on the incident a couple of nights before his apprehension that I referenced a second ago, there was confusion on that incident as Mr. McQuillan's personally owned vehicle was flagged by, I believe, Sky Faye for bail conditions, and that had to be cleared up before the pursuit on that event continued by, I believe, Captain Ventura reflagged the plates from bail conditions to apprehension for the murder warrant.
So just to confirm, he was on bail at some point.
As far as I'm aware, yes.
Okay. You mentioned that there was interference vehicles during the pursuit of Sean McQuillan. To your knowledge, how many interference vehicles were there?
I believe there were 4 or 5, though there was only one interference vehicle in particular that I spent a whole lot of time with, which would be a black Gauntlet coming back to Finley Milton.
Oh shit, that's me. I gotta mention. Oh shit, you were there. Fuck. Shit. They ID'd me.
It states in your statement you end up in a shootout in the south side. Is this correct?
That's correct.
And how did this occur?
I had gone to MRPD to swap out for a Taurus, as Mr. Knight had marshaled a number of units in order to stick on the interference, and it was deemed that my vehicle was inadequate for that, so I went to MRPD to retrieve a Taurus. And then upon returning to Mr. Knight's location in the south side, adjacent to the Lucky Plucker, a shootout was in process of occurring, so I dismounted from my vehicle and engaged.
This guy's good.
How many suspects were shot down?
Okay. This guy, who the fuck is this guy? Because he's good.
Regional location, 3
Jonah?
suspects were shot down.
Recently promoted to deputy.
Do you know the names
From our last hiring wave.
I like the way he's
one
answering
Barry
things.
Benson, one Finley Milton.
He's good at
and I'm
articulating.
unsure of the identity of the third.
I have a good set of questions for him, I think.
Were you one of the processing officers?
Yes, I processed Finley Milton.
Did you conduct a GSR test?
I did.
What was the result?
It was a positive result.
When you searched Finley Milton, what was found in his possessions?
Chris Bateman's professional.
A civilian M1911.
Yeah, like he actually, this is someone you want in court.
Is this registered to him?
What the
No,
fuck?
Who was it registered to?
I do not recollect the exact individual it was registered to.
Does a Finley Milton hold a weapons license?
No, ma'am. He's a violent felon.
And were you able to link the casings from this firearm to any scenes?
Nothing within statute.
Did you find any casings to this shootout?
I did not process evidence on the scene.
And to your knowledge, how many people were shot at in the Southside shooting?
8 officers or deputies and 1 civilian ride-along.
Do you know if he was present during the McQuillan case?
Give me a second.
When? The case?
Is he here? Yeah, when McQuillan originally fled?
I doubt. I really doubt it. I think McQuillan fled before he was even hired, maybe. Okay.
Do you think he knows? Oh, wait. Okay. I'm gonna ask this. I don't know if it's gonna be helpful, but I'm just gonna point out what is the jurisdiction of this courtroom, what was the jurisdiction in which he was apprehended, and to underline the notion of fugitive in the state. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not asking you, officer. Sorry, I'm asking
All right.
the court interpreter.
All right. How you doing today?
I'm doing just fine, sir. How you doing?
All right. I'm doing pretty good. What is the jurisdiction of this courthouse?
I believe it's the state's jurisdiction.
Yeah. What jurisdiction was McQuillan apprehended in?
That would be Los Santos County, sir.
What jurisdiction did he flee from?
Unsure.
Are you aware of the McQuillan case in which he was convicted?
Not particularly, no.
I see. All right. If an individual were to flee from this courthouse, what jurisdiction would they be fleeing from?
Well, they'd be fleeing
Objection,
from
speculation.
Rebuttal, I gave the location and I stated the action. There is no speculatory nature in the question.
Could be at a different time where this place could be under a different jurisdiction.
Sure. Oh, yes. I can clarify it.
Do you want to state with clarification?
Sure. In the last 2 months, actually, let me make it even better. In the last 6 months, if someone were to flee from the courthouse to Lucky Plucker, what jurisdiction would they be fleeing from?
The state's jurisdiction.
And where would they be what jurisdiction would they be fleeing to?
Is the courthouse
Los Santos County's jurisdiction.
Thank you.
Well. I think I might have the case cracked.
I think we're good. We've covered all the other charges for all of them, so there's not much more we can ask.
Yeah. So we tie this with the Ezra statements.
In case you think you are.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything else?
Nope.
All right.
We have no further questions.
All right, Robin, your witness. Also, heck, the word flee, I spelled it wrong 6 times.
You spell it like the small animal that infests
Yes,
pets?
because I have dyslexia and I couldn't think of the other way.
Deputy Slow, is the courthouse a correctional facility?
Not to my knowledge, no, sir.
Is it a penitentiary?
No, sir.
Okay. In your testimony, you said that there
These
were
are all
8
irrelevant.
officers and 4 deputies shot at. Is that correct?
I have it written down differently.
I don't believe that's what is in my testimony, sir. No.
Okay, can you clarify what you did say then?
As far as who was shot in my testimony?
Yeah.
May I take a look at my testimony?
Well,
How are you going to look at it? You said it.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
So, he said 8 officers or deputies. That's what
I
have
could have
written
sworn
down.
I heard.
Wait a
8
minute.
officers, 4 deputies.
Oh my God! Wait,
said
I'm gonna
4
cross on this.
Yeah.
What jurisdiction is a correctional facility?
Okay, that clarifies that.
Who has does the DOC have jurisdiction in state jurisdiction?
I said 4.
What do you think?
Deputies, not 4.
I mean, he's already opened a scope.
Yeah, we
by
might as
continuing
well.
the questions.
Yeah.
Deputy Slow, do you know if Sean McQuillan ever served any time for his murder charge before the apprehension?
I am not aware.
No further question.
All right, redirect.
Yep. State penitentiary. What jurisdiction is that?
That'd be the state's jurisdiction, sir.
Oh shit! Is the
Yep.
observatory?
What
Yes, sir. Oh.
What law enforcement agency has jurisdiction, jurisdictional rights in within the state jurisdiction?
I believe that'd be the marshals. I believe they're
Objection scope.
All right, rebuttal.
The question came up about the state jurisdiction, as well as the state penitentiary, as well as Bolingbrook, in the with Robin just now.
I never asked about jurisdiction or what LEOs have jurisdiction there. Not sure where he's finding the scope.
You asked the jurisdictional questions. He asked, is the courthouse a correctional facility? Is it a penitentiary? And then we clarified the officers or deputies. And then he asked us, to his knowledge, Sean served time for his murder charge before his apprehension.
Yeah.
Those are the 4 questions. So
what was the third one just now?
So is the courthouse a correctional facility? No.
Yeah.
Is it a penitentiary? No. Then we clarified on the testimony given on whether he said 8 officers, 4 deputies, or 8 officers or deputies were shot, which it was or deputies, not 4. And then he asked if Sean served time before his apprehension for the murder charge. That is the only scope that Robin himself
Did he not ask about the DOC?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. Perfectly fine.
Jurisdictional questions. This is what I have written down.
Okay. All right. We can forego these questions.
Okay. We'll strike the last one. Do you want to remove the one about the state penitentiary jurisdiction? Because you didn't object to that one.
No. I think we should be good.
Okay. All right. Jonah, is that all the questions on redirect?
Yep.
All right, Jonah, you're good to step down. Robin, are you gonna call this witness for recall?
Nope.
All right, Jonah.
I think it's still within the scope, but it's not necessary. That's why I'm not kind of like really going back and forth on it.
Let me remove that question off my notes real quick. Give me a second. Catch up. Y'all be saying big words like penitentiary, and I'd be dyslexic, so I have to fix my note for a second.
Dude, I have no idea how the mime's able to go at it for so many hours. He did ask about it. That's what I thought too. Maybe I'm tripping. That's why I didn't want to fight it too much, because I've been like taking notes. I could have sworn that's what I thought as well.
That's all the witnesses now, so now we just have to do the closing.
I'm not objecting to the previous question. Sorry.
I've already done the evidence section of it.
Oh wait, sorry, I didn't hear you.
Do you want to do the actual closing statement? I've already done all the evidence.
Yes. Yeah.
So I just need you to do the actual closing statement, and then I can reference the evidence.
Oh, you want me to do the closing?
Yeah, I just need the actual closing right.
Oh, fuck! I didn't put the thing in there.
If you look on what I sent you, I've already done like a reference to all the evidence ready, so that's already to be read.
It tells me the definition argued that fugitives should be interpreted.
How's it going? How's it going? What's this about? Is this for Finley?
This is for them not breaking out, but like helping McClellan try and evade after getting sentenced.
Oh, fun. Must be fun one.
Yeah.
Alright, apologies. Just had to catch up on my notes. Rewrite some of them in English instead of terrible shorthand. Oh, that's not great.
Must be the wind.
Just another Tuesday in Southside.
It's just a boost, Your Honor. Don't worry.
Up there.
I think it's like some sort of AI shit.
Can go.
Radio check.
Did you?
007 is getting those shots.
Hey, Chief.
Personal preference to do
Looking good. Thank you.
evidence towards the end, closer to the closing statements, because it makes it easier for me to remember it through all the rest of the questioning.
Yeah, we was gonna do evidence in closing.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure. All right, in that case, then that's all your listed witnesses. So we'll chuck it over to Robin.
Yep. The defense rests.
Not even evidence?
I'll do it in closing.
Okay. All right. Then, regardless of whether or not you guys need time for your closings, I need a couple minutes. So, I'm going to put the court in recess. We'll, what is it, 43 after the hour now? So we'll come back for 50?
I believe we're code
Also,
4. Might
why are
just
there no
have been
bathrooms in the courthouse?
distance, but still audible.
I'm gonna stand over here so nobody comes up to me.
That's why it smells like that.
Maybe that doesn't apply now. Pardon me.
I got the.
Not sure if that was touched on there.
Oh, what was?
Stage 4 pods and 3 stage 3 pods.
You didn't see the
I
text.
hear what you said.
Oh, I sent a text, Ron.
Oh.
I didn't notice. Third custody. We did. Yes.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
I've been doing my best to pay attention
Got
to
a
this. Also,
motorbike coming up again.
Yeah, so we're gonna touch on that on the closing. I'm adding an optional section there. I'm nearly done typing it up.
All right.
The defense may argue that the ambiguity regarding
Pardon me there. Oh yeah, my bad.
Oh wait, hold on.
I hope my testimony was
I hear
okay.
a motorcycle up here.
As for the applicability of the charge, harboring fugitive, we assert as we did in our opening, that the custody of a prisoner, we assert, currently transfers to the state where he is convicted, that the custody is transferred as it has many times before to the state correctional facility over which the Department of Corrections oversees. Let me see. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh.
Somebody tell Aaron she can't just leave court. We're in the middle of court.
Where should she leave? Judge Gates.
She vented.
Is this when I need to go? She vented. That's crazy. This is where I need to go talk to Turner about what we talked about earlier. You're going to give me more money.
Turner.
3 months.
Alice is not happy. Alice is not happy that I won't give her more money out of the budget.
Can I get an offer?
She wants a fully funded interceptor.
Done.
You'd really take me for a fully funded interceptor? Do you know how much those are, darling?
Don't matter. You're worth it.
That's very nice of you to say. I really do appreciate you saying that, darling.
Go on over there. Go on over there, Alice.
It's a very big compliment. I like that. I like this. That gives me a little bit too much of an ego. I don't know how to handle that. I've never felt this way before. It's like Tangle.
It's okay. I'll just keep the flat 6 that I bought. No.
Relay.
No. Hey, princess.
Relay. Hi. Howdy, princess, darling.
Hey, Judge.
Hello. Do either of you guys have
How you doing?
Rain's phone number?
I'm alright. How are you?
I do.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
I
tired.
got it. I got
think
it.
everyone's tired here.
Can I either have it, or if you don't want to give it to me, then just like let him know to call me or something?
I've had 4 people call me to ask me what the MILF.
Yeah,
in
he's
my
on
ad
duty.
is.
Princess, are you in a limit list?
You're hot, and I'd fuck you.
I appreciate that.
Same, but like that's unprofessional and might conflict you, so I'm not gonna say that.
It's not.
Okay.
conflicting.
So testimony reveal. Do.
Thanks.
Okay. Whoever sent me this picture of Barry, he looks way too cool to fit my narrative.
That was me. I did that. I made that.
He's a little guy. I'll put it up there for you.
Nice. I mean, it's up to you. You're the judge.
Yeah, we're. I know I said this is the time, but Officer Carter had a headache, so we're just waiting for her.
Hey, Lister, how are you?
Radish. Doing
Yeah,
good?
sorry.
How you doing?
Well, I'm very late. I wasn't planning on it. Very unexpected. Sorry
Oh, look at
about
that.
Did you get back from a boy band concert?
Yeah, what the hell? You fucking
Sweet looking AI right there.
All right.
I'm glad y'all
Is
noticed.
that guy liner?
Yeah, well,
Wow,
I
that's
dipped my
crazy.
tongue so
You picked
far,
up on
Gary,
that
crosses
fast.
the line.
Or to interpret the charge.
Right.
That's disrespectful.
I don't know. You know, it's AI.
The real thing is he's actually just held an AK-74
I did get my hair dyed. You know?
It just looks that way.
Go for a
He's
walk
so
on the
small.
beach there.
What though?
No, I was at the barber shop.
Because of the way that the old projector was
Alright.
set up, you had to store all the pictures you wanted to put up somewhere that wasn't just like.
Hey, that looks exactly like the guy I shot down.
Colin and Barry sued each other. I had
Well,
to back them all up. Into,
wasn't me.
Like
I
a place,
wasn't.
so I still have all of the ones from that court case, from the little guy court case.
I mean, as long as it's natural hair color, right, Chief?
Including
It's all
the
good.
note about
You
I'm
dye
gonna
that
sue
hair
you.
that dark?
Yeah, my natural color is like a
Dearest
darker
Colin,
brown, but not
write
not
this to
not
you
jet
on
black.
behalf of
Yeah.
Benson's Back Alley Motors to inform you that yo dumb bitch.
It's a
Ashley
face.
used
Black
to
hole
be a little
black.
bitch,
Yeah,
but
it's a
also
face.
For that time, you ruined my life.
Yeah, had him do my beard too while I was there. You know, just for men with
Yeah.
a little brush.
Yeah. What a time to be alive.
I also have a doctor report from Cantor, who says that he kept stretching and saying that he was tall, and that he was just barely 5'10". Whatever happened to that judge? Did he die? What was his name? J4 or something?
I don't know.
Bless you.
I believe Erin has returned to us.
Give her a second to get her head on straight. Unscramble her egg.
They just slam it right into you. Rude. Rude. Rude.
All right.
Rude.
Yeah, she is kind of mean.
Wait, where is she?
Oh, hell, you reverse diamond? Reverse triangle? I like this.
Y'all see Aaron?
She ran outside real quick.
She
She'll
ran out for a
probably
moment.
run back in.
Oh, gotcha.
I gotta rearrange her vocal cords.
Oh shit!
There's gotta be some kind of indecency law for pissing in a potted plant in the courthouse. If I got charged with indecency once for
Oh,
lap dancing
fuck.
outside of MRPD, pissing in a plant should also be indecent.
I didn't write a whole closing here. Well, a lot of the argument kind of comes down to a custodial argument. Everything. It's not about. Oh God.
If everyone's having hearing issues, isn't this what we have the interpreter for?
True.
Shouldn't she be able to just? We can make it work.
Aaron. Wait, hold on. You just say blah 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 was heard today.
We love you, Claudia.
They attempted to help him.
She said no, you, but you turned around right as she said it.
Well.
I wasn't. Shit. Hold on. Fuck. I wasn't paying attention. Anything but the semantics. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I only paid attention to the a particular.
To read this closing.
Yeah, I think she's putting it in because like I hard focused on the semantical argument that Robin was trying to put in, so I completely tuned out on all the other shit.
I mean, I'm just gonna read this. So I'll just read it. So.
Oh, it's not all in there. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whenever it's done, I'll just read it.
Oh, she's banging it out.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. So this whole thing, and this is why I brought up the local DOC aspect of it, is that this entire argument is effectively saying that, like, we should not use colloquial definitions. Like, oh, a fugitive is only this thing, and whatever I believe is, you heard him too. It's like, oh, the legal definition of fugitive. There is no legal definition. It's nowhere. So we have to go based on what we got, which is he's in here, judgment was made, and there's this ambiguity of whose custody it is. It's not ours. It's not LSPD. It's not BCSO. We in state property. It's either the marshals or the DOC. Right? Oh my God, thank God. Yeah, Aaron, I hard focused on just the like the definition shit. So I.
All right, we're gonna call it back into session. Pending,
Yep.
headaches, prosecution, evidence, closing.
I think we need just a moment.
That's fine.
All right. Yeah. So take a look through my closing because, like I said, I only leaned on the semantical argument.
Ma'am, is this gentleman harassing you?
Yes.
I'm fine. It's fine. We don't gotta talk about it.
I might need you to fix a problem, Jenna.
Jenna, it's fine.
Don't worry. Chill out. It's fine. Don't crash out.
All right. Hey, all right, you two got this. I gotta think about something real quick.
Sure. Yeah. By YouTube. Yeah, you got this.
Hell, you should be reading this whole thing. You just
Wait, it's good. Listen, I listen. I came in last second quarterback. I put some good shit in there. Yeah. Go for it.
You want me to read it, Aaron?
Yeah. Just look over it real quick.
I didn't know on the end, like,
Okay, well, I'm gonna
today you had blah blah blah.
just keep adding stuff. I'm just gonna start going with it.
All right. I'm just gonna give me 3 minutes. Just give me 3 minutes. All right.
Okay. You want me to wait for 3 minutes?
I did say give me 3 minutes, right? I wish this loaded quicker. This bit makes it less funny. Are you in the courthouse? Yes. Well, I didn't know this was happening today. Yeah, there was, I would have came out and really cooked something. I literally last minute banged all this out. Probably think you're coming back as Bryant. I'm only tagging in, so I wouldn't be doing this if I was like the official prosecutor. I'm coming in and assisting where I can. Is that Nino's MO, making shit up as he goes? Yeah, of course, because I got the fucking brains of steel, bruh. That's how you make logical arguments. You follow logic. It's not really making up shit as much as like, it's well, actually, it's called logical deduction. You make a statement and then you substantiate the statement.
Passes.
I got the evidence.
Passes Mike.
So, reference to evidence of People's A Report 1203. Within this report are multiple statements from LEOs and a ride-along who state they were shot at.
How's it going so far?
There was a checklist to confirm that 8 officers and 1 civilian were shot at in the Southside shooting. Benson and Dean Barnes were apprehended. And then 3 officers were shot at in the Vinewood shooting where and Sean McQuillan were apprehended. I would then like to reference Vincent Ventura's statement where he states that he verbally warned everyone involved over megaphone that they were interfering with the apprehension of a wanted fugitive. Therefore, these individuals for sure knew the consequences of their actions. I would then like to highlight the list of firearms found on the defendants and reference to the casings found on both shooting scenes, which match to these firearms, proving that they all played a part of the shooting, whether it was the Southside shooting or the Vinewood shooting. Which then brings us on to the possession images of each individual. As you can see, there is possession pictures for everyone. I'm going to focus on Barry Benson because I didn't do my testimony today. Barry Benson had a firearm within his possession. I've seen this yeah, I know. That's possession picture. Like, low-key dreading it. As well as that, he also had some oxy, which he did not have a prescription for.
What the fuck? That's so bad. Oxy. Not the oxy.
It's very bad, Finley. As heard in Officer Ezra Case's testimony today, it was called out that Sean McQuillan used his radio during the time he was identified and informed others about his pursuit. As seen in evidence, all suspects were found on the same radio channel being 122.2, and this can be seen in both the suspects' checklist as well as evidence photos of each individual's radios. As heard in multiple testimony today as well, it was mentioned about multiple interference vehicles. Therefore, I'd like to highlight the evidence too. Cora Star's Blue Feltster, Finley Milton's Gauntlet, Dean Barnes' Vaca, and then a gauntlet involved coming back to Barry Benson. I would then like to highlight the overall locations of both shootings and the casings and projectiles and DNA found proving the extent of the shootout and attempt to break Sean McQuillan free by taking down officers pursuing. That's our feet, Your Honor. We rest.
Fantastic.
Fucking bullshit, to be honest.
Personally this time?
Did I?
Well, you kind of called the judiciary a crap shoot in the opening. It hurt my feelings a little.
Well, oh well. All right. So, we're here mainly for the charge of harboring a fugitive. And there was the discussion of, is citizen defined in the Constitution? Is fugitive defined in the Constitution? Let's see. Harboring also isn't defined in the Constitution. And so if we want to use Ventura's argument of we take the reasonable definition, provided there's no legal one, then I believe that harboring is defined as shelter or hide. I don't think any of the individuals here were referenced to have sheltered or hidden Mr. McQuillan.
What? What? He's
So,
proven the point.
We look at the
Wait, what?
of it, since we have one at hand. Whoever knowingly harbors or conceals any prisoner wanted for a capital level offense after their escape from custody of Bolingbroke State Penitentiary or any other state correctional institution. This offense shall include, but not be limited to, providing residence for the prisoner, assisting the prisoner in escape from the authorities.
No. I don't think there's a way to do it.
Prisoner's location.
I don't think there's a way.
Arrest on capital level offensive. There's a few things to touch on there. They allege that Mr. McQuillan fled from the courthouse. However, I don't see any evidence of it. All I see is a report from the day that these people were arrested. They could have called any number of people that were there. In fact, I think perhaps Miss Grayson over there was in the courtroom at the time, as was I. But I guess we don't know what happened there, because no one testified to it. Where's the evidence that Mr. McQuillan fled from the courthouse? But that's only if Your Honor, you believe that fleeing from the courthouse after being found guilty in a capital.
I almost said that on the wrong character.
Makes someone a fugitive. However, by
wait, he just
in the penal code,
he just entered it
to escape from the custody of Bolingbroke State Penitentiary or any other state institution, state correctional institution. Sorry, but
this is gonna be an interesting ruling.
I believe that the courthouse is a correctional facility. It's certainly not named Bolingbroke State Penitentiary. So, which of those Mr. McQuillan allegedly escaped custody from? And then we look further into the charge. This offense shall include, but not be limited to, providing residence for the prisoner. You haven't heard anything of that. Failing to notify the proper authorities the prisoner's location if the suspect should know the prisoner is wanted for arrest on capital offenses. We haven't heard much testimony beyond a reasonable doubt if they knew where Mr. McQuillan's location was precisely at any given time. And the prisoner an escape from the authorities. Mr. McQuillan didn't escape the authorities. Multiple
I'm going back in. Going back in as Brian. I just wanted to do the bit. I'd be more inclined to. I'm not too concerned about missing too much because at the end of the day, the entire case is dependent on how it's a game of dangerousness of who has custody, what is a fugitive, right? And the intent and the way that things are written is like, I think it's accurate, right? Can it be word better? Sure. But it's asking for hyper semantics otherwise, and everything being hyper defined out. Even though the meaning is rather, in my opinion, pretty clear. But even I'm rather 50-50 on it. At the end of the day, we got to clean it up. Dream like me, dream like me. Depends on jurisdiction. No, it's just the charge is written pretty bad. What's up, my min shoot?
That's also true.
Honestly, that was really well done.
Upside down cross earrings too.
Yeah.
You know, like a nose
it was good.
Maybe.
Piercings are very nice.
Why was the mayor standing on the
everybody hear
other
me? That's
side
the
there?
problem. I hate this courthouse.
No, I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm whispering, but everybody can just hear me anyway.
Doesn't he support us? Like, I don't understand.
Even if you're he does support us. He also supports the civilians of Los Santos. So I would have looked at that as him siding with someone.
Yeah.
Maybe he just likes motorcycles. I think. I don't know. He could be a backer guy, like a closet backer guy.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
There's
hang
no
out with
sides.
his friends.
There's no sides in
More
court,
comfortable.
only in weddings.
Are there sides in weddings too?
Like macaroni and
There's
cheese?
no sides in court, only in weddings.
What?
Like macaroni? Like food sides?
Did I miss?
The only side that matters is the
Did I
defense and
miss a part of the
prosecution,
conversation?
but
You started
the
talking about
jury,
macaroni.
There's no sides.
Groom sides, the right side, bride sides, the left side.
Must have been when Jenna
Traditionally, I
said I didn't
believe.
hear her.
Why is that?
So I'm sure he still supports you regardless.
Yeah.
He supports the LSPD.
Yeah.
Hey, what's happening?
All right. Well,
How we feeling? You all feeling good about this one?
Seems kind of like a coin flip on if the judge wants to rule on specific verbiage or definitions
of
in the
law.
penal code. Spirit
Yeah.
versus technicality. That's just a judge coin flip.
I agree. I think like this is what we're about, right? We believe we pushed the charge on good faith at the end of the day, you know. We did our job. I think it went above and beyond, to be honest. And even if it comes out not guilty, you know, got a reason to push for things to get kind of sorted out.
So I believe once there's a guilty verdict, at that point they're officially in the custody. And custody doesn't mean cuffs; it means supervision of.
Yep.
And they're in the custody of the DOC.
For 7
who's now going to
days!
transport them.
I don't have a fucking phone on me.
Yeah.
Hopefully they see that.
Yep. I agree.
Do you know if they're going to do a ruling today, or is it going to the docket?
I think it's gonna be
I think it's
today.
today.
Yeah.
Based on what
They
she
do that?
Do
They'll hear a case out and then put the ruling on the docket the day
Ye-
later.
Depends if it's
Yeah.
like a bigger case and there's a lot of evidence.
Did you get in contact with Bruce?
Yes, he was on the phone. I told him to call me. He didn't respond. He's ignoring me. I call him again.
Mr. Emmett, I have a word with you.
Yeah.
What
I
did I do? Say something there, Night?
Yeah, I do think that the charge ultimately is pretty written dog shit, and if anything, this may be a good reason for us to comb through what currently exists to see if there's anything else that's got some like awkward verbiage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is like one of those things where like I would have never thought this argument would be made against.
Yeah.
It's like It's like when I don't know. It's like I never thought this argument would be a thing. So how am I supposed to like preemptively think that somebody's gonna argue harboring in this manner?
I totally agree with you. It seems so like obvious that it's like we're playing this odd game of like semantics of like hot potato. Well, is it technically mine? Is it what are we supposed to do? Like a shitload of legislation that says, you know, when this thing happens, it's now no. That shit way too complicated.
Yeah, Jonah.
I don't know if it's been changed, but the security firm charges, umbrella charges, there's like there was a pretty big distinction between security firm and the other two, as far as defining possessions as either part or not part of the charge.
I can't. Even if I get found guilty.
So there's definitely some like pretty major charges that have some kind of big holes in them.
Am I missing? Is there something going on outside the door right there that I'm missing? I think I'm missing something. Sorry, my ADHD.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure.
I think this is just a private conversation.
Yeah, I think they were just chatting.
Sorry, it's just like everybody kept filing out like there was something.
No,
like moths to a lamp.
I'm pretty sure that was just Turner and Ventura need to chat, and then people just walked out at the same time.
Yeah, so yeah, low security and high security both include an exemption for possessions in the charge. However, robbery of a security firm includes no exemption for possessions. So I had Alejandro Ramirez try and get his client out of possession charges and threatened bench over me charging possessions alongside robbery of a security firm after a bank truck scene. So there's some major charges that get used on the daily that have inadequate language or definitions. The DOJ is only human.
How's darling?
Yeah.
Are you okay, darling?
Yeah. A little bit more than that.
I do think generally the penal code serves a great purpose, and I don't think we should be so quick to try and throw it out.
They already have a DOC.
And most of the charges are just fine.
Yeah, no, I don't think most of it's got to go thrown out, but like, you know, I think a review would be good. I mean, I think like, actually, you know what? Ventura makes a pretty good point. It's like when we first look at this, we're like, okay, that fits. But the moment we get into these like semantical things, it's like, all right, well, I guess it needs clarity now.
Well, it's why we had a proliferation of charges, right? Obviously, we just removed a bunch, like things like making government possession charges, like having a subcharge for like less lethal equipment. That even has language in it for like when you find somebody with just taser cartridges, right? So it's like a charge that's you're never going to use it unless you arrest someone who just has taser cartridges. But you need to be able to articulate that it's, you know, government equipment. But it's like I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say, but there's a lot of maneuvering that the penal code does in order to conform to life in the city, which makes it a little ham-fisted sometimes.
Radic, I don't think my tags got updated still.
Oh, okay, I'll look again.
Yeah. Did you change your hair?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was throwing me off. I thought it was like...
I just got it dyed, yeah.
Oh, shit, all right.
Little emo phase, you know, it's no big deal.
What was your hair color before?
Just like a dark brown. I just kind of had to throw some jet black in there.
Oh, shit, all right.
So you have the sergeant tag.
Wait, did you, am I doing the Class 2 cert, or, I don't really care either way. I mean, I could... you know.
You're already started. Yeah, you have your class 2 cert on the roster.
Wait, am I? I thought. Am I not supposed to see it on my staff profile?
You are, but it's not the most maintained.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
It should be on there.
It should be, but it's not. Like I said, it's not the most maintained thing. So we have people that slip through cracks that don't have the cert on their staff profile.
How do you what's the definitive or like if I needed to reference somebody?
I'd say that. Well, I mean, in theory, the roster should be the most up to date in terms of certs, but you were a sergeant until yesterday. So
Can you fix your dispatch rank as well? If you haven't already there. Right.
My dispatch?
Your rank on dispatch, it's not there right now. I don't think you're. Are you clocked in right now?
No, he's not.
Oh, I took a nap. There we go.
Yeah.
If you go down to the officers tab, and then at the bottom there's a little price tag. You hit that, and then change your rank from captain to
you got it, Jonah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Ambiguity.
Also,
that's the word of the day.
We need to fix your call sign as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a chat with Peters on that.
I think he meant adding your last name into it.
495-night instead of just 495.
You need 495-night dash.
Well, you don't
right
even have
now
a dash at the end of yours.
On the GPS, you're just 495 if we were to look for you. So somebody didn't know who 495 exactly was. So let's say a cadet or someone newer, they want to know who that was. So your GPS is based on your call sign.
Says use one word. Do I do dashes in between the
Yeah, 495-night.
Yeah, 495-night.
What's the purpose for the other dash?
It's just separated from the full name.
Oh, I mean, well, you don't even have it. Well, neither do I. But...
I don't?
No. Caught ya.
Nobody does right now.
Some people do.
Watson does.
A lot of deputies don't. It's not something personally I've enforced because I just haven't seen the point in it, to be honest.
Either way, that fixes it. So now we can see your GPS.
Oh, is that when it pops up on dispatch? It only puts that.
Blips. So blips go off your call sign. So if I find your blip somewhere randomly and I click on their blip, if you don't put your last name, it'll just say 495, and then I have to be like, wait, who the fuck's 495? But if it says 495 night, then the subconscious.
Oh my god,
that's Brian.
That makes sense.
It's just for
policing
simplicity.
with one hand behind your back this whole time, sir.
Oh, brother, I got a lot of hands.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a dirty joke, but we're not right now.
It was just gonna go up over my head, probably.
Yeah.
I'm too tired.
It's almost tomorrow.
Is there anything relevant we should be talking about to just like save time or like I guess make use of this time? Any topics that need to be discussed?
What's the plan for when the fellows over there in the 1% club don't like the guilty plea?
If they get that and they run, then I don't know. We deal with it when that happens.
What we do.
Yeah, we deal with it.
Yeah.
When that we cross that bridge when it comes to it.
Are you guys on channel 5?
Yep.
On the bright
I'm
side,
pretty
if
fucking cooked. I don't.
Yeah, listen. On the bright side, if they're found guilty, at least it's established that anyone that would help them.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, if they get the guilty plea and then they manage to escape, and then
Make sure we have our voice lowered. Yeah.
I'm whispering. Yeah, no.
Just making sure here. We don't need to incite nothing.
Oh, right. We could just like if they get away, there could be like a perpetual loop of like bail and escaping custody and harboring, and we could just do this forever.
Oh yeah, I would love to do this forever. This thing right here.
Yeah.
Forever. I already told Bruce that if we get sued civilly for like malicious prosecution out of this, then him and Oxby have to take care of it.
Oxby's good.
What argument are they going to make that we charge this with bad faith?
You put it past Robin to try to sue post this if they get found not guilty? I don't put it past him.
Yeah, I don't really know him too well, to be honest.
Did you write that closing yourself there, Ventura?
Off the dome.
Actually off the dome?
Off the dome, off my.
Wait,
off my
did you
side,
not use?
notepad?
Wait, you didn't use my stuff?
Off your side notepad. Okay.
Yeah, I did
What?
use your
No.
stuff, and you wrote, and to point you out, Brian.
Yeah.
You wrote McQuinley became a fugitive, and that really slipped me up because I said.
Listen,
said, is this McQuillan? Is this
I
Finley,
wasn't
or is this
planning on
McQuillan?
any of this. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, so I was like, which Mick is this? And I took a second to really think about it.
Oh no.
Because I said it's either McNulty doing some cop shit, McQuillan, or it's Finley. No, you see, Turner, what I did there is I tried to farm some aura by pretending like I made it up on the spot, but I actually didn't make it up on the spot.
Hello.
I lied about that.
I see.
We can just say that that's the nickname we've given him. You know, McQuinley. You know.
McQuinley, yeah.
Oh, Ventura.
What's up, Flores?
Ventura.
So, guys, just asking if you guys are on 5 or not, because apparently there's some people outside getting set up.
Garage to get his.
Yeah, we're on 5.
Yeah, we're on 5.
Just making sure. Appreciate it.
This will be a very short pursuit though, because we're close to the
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah. So if we got case law for a fugitive and for this whatever, right? Then everyone here and them outside, like if anything, they're kind of just helping us.
Yeah.
This would be a pretty big deal, yeah.
Yep. Though this actually, no, I just remembered they wouldn't be fugitives given that it's not. This charge is not capital.
It's a hag charge. Harboring a fugitive. Well, is that not a capital charge? The hag ones?
Does it
It's
percolate?
red. Does that matter?
Aren't
all capital level charges
no
red in our charges tab?
No, capital is
Oh, those are just the hags.
means murder.
Capitals are the murders, murder of employee, first degree murder, and I think terrorisms and that stuff.
Honestly, harboring of a fugitive, now that I'm thinking about it, is like even extra cooked if this goes against us. Because the case in which that harboring of a fugitive would ever be applicable based on its existing writing means a murderer, someone kills someone, goes to prison, then escapes, and then someone harbors them, which is like cooked. Yeah. Like
that's a stretch.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, are the capital level charges not like it's the murders? Is weapon trafficking, terrorism?
Capital means murder.
Oh, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
What the hell?
Like capital punishment, right?
What was that guy? What was that lifer in jail for? Was it murder? The one that all the besties got harboring for, or Jay Hobbs?
Yes, he murdered 50 children on a bus.
Oh.
Yeah, he like drove children off a cliff or something in a school bus.
That's dark. Speaking of, hey Oxby.
What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Wow.
Good, how you doing, man?
Not too bad. If we get sued civilly, you're getting tagged in.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
Double no
Fair.
reason. One no reason.
Don't we got like a advisor
Sounds
for
like a
court
lawsuit,
stuff?
man.
Can't
Well,
he just
doesn't-
do it?
no. He doesn't.
No.
He's
He'll
not
advise,
supposed to.
not do it.
Hey Finley, if you get out, I need my vehicle repaired. Or, do you think you can get me a repair after this?
That's Milton's Mods, guys.
I'm not sure that your budget will have the money for it if I get out of this.
You got to say that louder.
I'm not sure your budget will have the money for it if I get out of this.
The TRT lawyer.
What? I'm looking for it tonight.
Okay. Yes, that's good.
If we, there's a good chance of probably some excessive force at some point.
Probably. Is water wet?
I'm glad you get it. You get some Tortuga by Tortuga? I got a little extra.
Fair point. I got some.
Oh, okay.
You already gave E. You know, he gave me one for the first bottle.
I don't think I have any way.
No, I got the second one, but I also pre-ordered like $1,200 worth, and he gave me $6 worth of bottles.
Vincent Ventura.
We're rescheduling with Bruce
I
tomorrow,
think he
okay?
forgot that he broke bail and I didn't break his bail.
I know someone named Gabby.
I don't know. I don't think so. You know a lot of people I don't know.
Did you hear me, Ventura, darling?
Yeah, are you gonna remember? Because I'm not.
Sure. We'll make sure that we remember.
Okay.
Definitely.
Is Fox over? Oh yeah, Fox is over there.
Maybe I arrested them.
Why? What's the relevance, Jenna?
They asked me on a friend date, and I said yeah.
Oh, so you just blindly say yeah?
Yeah, you guys want to come?
Wonderful.
No.
Maybe,
What?
yeah, when is it?
Yeah, Alice, you should come with me.
Sure.
Figure
I
out a
don't know.
time. Figure
She
out a
said,
time.
let me know when you're free. I'm gonna set some stuff up and plan some stuff, and then, well, she said it was for a friend.
Yeah, they
date, but
literally
then
all
she
broke
said,
their bail instead of
okay,
being
so you
free and
go
not
to
getting
the
caught.
date at
Oh
the
yeah,
end, and she
that's
left
true.
off the friend part.
That's still implied that it's.
Is the timer not running?
Friend date.
Is this Gabby?
I got you.
Burrito?
I'm assuming.
I've been
so that
pausing
maybe
it because I
Gabby
was
and,
swapping between Nino and Brian.
Timber, I'm just used to
Is the cow onesie cute?
It's all good.
Well, she said she was going to meet you later.
It turned out to be a good night. I'm really glad we ran into Penis. Penis was good today.
I don't know why.
Penis was actually a good example of competent and funny, which I think was good. Made the FTOing,
You want to finish the negotiation? What's the finishing of the negotiation?
Can we step
I,
the negotiation?
Sure.
Okay, like this, yes.
I was working Penis earlier today.
You're working what?
Working Penis.
Cadet.
Yeah, my penis.
Yeah.
Cadet.
Oh.
Yeah.
You say
Yeah.
working penis?
Yeah, I was training
What's that?
Penis up.
Yeah. Peanuts. Yeah.
Who's?
There's
Come again?
There's a cadet,
Cadet
BCSO
Penis?
cadet, Maya Peanuts, but
Yeah,
she's
Maya
got a
Penis.
terrible lisp. So she, unfortunately, you know, my penis.
That's really insensitive, Jonah.
Uh-huh. You're going to have a deputy going around, deputy penis.
Yeah. I was teaching my Penis some tricks on duty.
I think
No.
you go to the no.
And is that your eyebrows plucked as well?
I just have my glasses on. You know,
It's not really so much a
See.
FTO session, but it's just seat time. You're allowed to get seat time.
Right.
And medical officer did.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Apparently she hasn't been on duty for like 5 months, but
Well, okay.
her comms are good.
Just
She's
stood out as a
part timer on the roster.
Yeah.
What was that?
Have you ever tried?
You just stood out as looking different as well.
Oh, well, you know, it seems like almost everyone who's noticed that when I came in.
Just like a little on brand.
Listening to
Leaning into the Aphrodite.
Let's see. Well,
Oh, fuck, bro.
yeah, those are still new music in my mind.
I didn't say nothing bad about it.
Same, yeah. I just haven't listened to it personally in a while.
That was not me.
Yeah, I'm more a fan of like the
That's
Beatles or
literally not what I said.
Rolling Stones.
I mean, great bands, but I guess that makes sense. No offense.
It's so childish. It's not
teenager.
childish shit is fucking hilarious. Wait, what the fuck is going on over there?
Hi, Paul.
Fair. Ringo's always mine, but you know.
Yeah. John sort of went off the deep end.
Yeah, you're not kidding, huh?
Yeah. But, yeah. All right. Well, good luck with whatever you're trying to accomplish.
I'll let you know when I get there. I'm not sure
Alright.
what I'm either. Thank you. See, Chief, I think it's a hit. I think the hair dye worked.
Miss Grayson is not a midlife crisis.
Oh, good.
Robin, were you
Yeah.
aware that the DOJ was meant to post my bail again?
Just wait till I'm in uniform. You know? Should even do some promos for the LSPD if you need.
You know, hair that dark really ain't natural there.
Hold on. The remark I said about like the hobbits getting second breakfast was correct.
Yep.
Almost unnatural how dark
Wonderful.
it is.
Told me.
Do you need me to go change it, sir?
But you couldn't change it because it was already
You got a little
Like-
septum issue there, sir.
because I didn't know there was an alternative.
Yeah, I got bad sinuses.
Oh.
Even though we asked.
Oxby,
The Hobbit
Oxby, your hair
case law.
natural over there?
Yes, sir.
Come over here, stand by Radich.
I mean, that's
It looks like doll's hair.
Call it something like the Baggins exception.
Yes, we did ask in the cells.
Yeah,
it's dyed. I'm not denying.
Yeah, and I
that.
said it's like the
Yeah,
Hobbit's
yeah.
getting second breakfast.
It's
I
very,
distinctly
very,
remember
very
that.
dark.
It's very dark, extremely dark, but I guess it is a natural color.
Could just be like a little shoe polish in there, you know.
You never seen Lord of the Rings?
Slick it back.
Here, Oxby, put your head down. Put it next to mine. You can compare.
Jesus Christ. What do they teach these kids nowadays?
I haven't seen
Oh, is it kind of thinning on the top there?
No,
I don't believe so.
not at all.
There we go. All right.
That's pretty. I'd say.
You,
Look, it's
you
pretty
dye
close
your
to
scalp
Oxby's
there,
these
Oxby?
days.
No, I
You can see like the first four
Hmm.
Star Wars, or at least chronologically.
Yeah.
Mhm, indeed.
Shut up, Jonah. Okay.
What do you?
What do you think? I mean, I think it's alright. Chief, if you think it's unnatural.
No, it's fine. It's fine. All right.
It wasn't even called episode 1 when I was there when it came out.
Not a good Jonah.
I'm talking about like when they did that.
Did you say it looks like doll's hair, Brian?
Yeah, like it's
That and the original one, but I was
yeah, because it's just very like unnaturally dark.
The original ones.
Yep.
Well,
Like doll's hair or like, you know, like newborn baby black hair, you know? It's just
Looks like I cut a patch out of a bearskin rug and threw it on my head.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yep.
I mean, it's not bad looking. I mean, it fits you.
Like I said, you know, it seems to attract some attention. So, you know, if you need me to do some recruitment promos or something, Chief, I'm more than happy. You know, who knows?
Kennedy got shot the day it aired.
Could be the face of the LSPD. You know.
So no one was going to care for
Mhm.
some sci-fi TV show. In the
You don't sound
BBC, so they
interested,
ran
sir.
it
I'm gonna be
again the
honest.
next week. Yeah.
You kind of want me to change it, don't you, sir? You can be honest.
So if Tyrone breaks out of those cuffs, is he escaping? Is he a fugitive now?
Like you're
He's
being
not
nice. 'cause
breaking out of
you
the
don't
cuffs,
really
Robin.
want to tell
I
me what
said
to do with
if.
my life.
He's resisting.
Nice try.
I don't think you like it, sir.
He's resisting.
If I wanted you to change your hair, I'd tell you.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry.
Does the Constitution
Back
define
up.
wash?
Back up. Back up.
78.
Get on the other
observatory.
side. Get over there. Get over
We
there,
gotta get
cadet.
breaking off to the observatory.
Observatory?
Can you break for that?
Got it. Yeah.
Would you want me to? I can go.
You can go back now. I'm just.
Let me see how many we got. We still need people.
I'm unsure what channel, but they just 3 on 1. Let's just stick on 1.
Just not all. Alright.
047's on 1. Don't know what's going
All right.
on.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone does. Just Marshall's called for 78 over 3 on 1. That's all we know. At the observatory.
I don't have a vehicle over here at the courthouse.
I've got
007
Flores with me.
007's pulling out a 4-seater Buffalo at Marshall's office. You can hop in now.
How close are we to the observatory?
312 is very close. We're on Whiskey Mound.
Flores, don't leave him
Says
over the
hop
wall
in.
right now.
Oh wait, I do have a car. I'll be up there separately. I just remembered I parked over here.
If I just spin it out.
Should I leave? I can't leave. Wait, I just realized I can't leave. I'm one of 3 people that should not leave.
.340 in a CPR arriving on scene of the.
495's on the way back. I just realized I'm one of the prosecutors, so.
What the fuck happened? Why is William sitting down on the ground?
Fox, are you okay?
Did Oxby leave you and you're lost now?
I'm okay.
What happened to you?
Hey, who got shot that you don't care about?
They synchronized. Crouched down.
No.
Oh, where are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Who's the alpha?
Yeah, we heard the beeps.
I can't disclose that.
Well, I mean, clearly you don't care about them if you're not going to, like, go help a fellow officer, since all that you guys care about so much is that.
What are you actually trying to ask?
I mean, like, if you just, like, don't go there, clearly, like, it's someone that you don't care about. Every other officer will go except you.
Is this supposed to be a gotcha?
No, I'm just like,
yeah,
just saying.
It's just a simple question.
Friday at what time, sir? Sorry, at what time? What time?
Honestly, fuck gotchas.
Lots of things come out of vending machines in Japan. You don't know what I'm talking about, then I suggest to keep it that way.
Huh? What did you say?
Said a lot of things come out of vending machines in Japan.
Yeah, can't you buy like panties or whatever out of vending machines?
Hey, yo. The fuck?
I was gonna say something fucked, but I'm the only one here.
Amongst other things, yeah.
Yeah.
I get freaky down there sometimes.
And this is the civilization that everybody says is better than the Western? What the fuck?
I mean,
Well, I mean, I want to walk down the street and there be vending machines with all sorts of different snacks at every corner, other than just stale chips and shitty soda. They have everything in vending machines at the corners of everywhere that you go. Yeah, that sounds like it's better than life.
and their sell-ins are better.
Use panties or snacks?
No, they have like noodles and sandwiches and all sorts of snacks in them. I one time did buy a pair of edible panties just
They'd be so
to
sticky.
see if they tasted good or not. They weren't used. I just literally ate them like they were, those candy necklaces you get as a kid? I bought it to eat them just like that, and it was literally the same kind of
What the fuck?
that kind of candy, just in the shape of a
like
panty.
sandwiches that has the strawberries in it and the cream.
I want that for me. I saw a video of like these
I know how to make
of these like it looks like a peach but it's ice cream and it tastes like actual peach or whatever, and I wanna find that and eat it. I heard they're at the Asian grocery stores and I wanna go to one and see if I can find it.
You mean the mango ice creams?
No, there was one that was maybe there's
Yeah.
one,
There's
but
peach
I'm
one
talking about
too.
the peach one.
Yeah, you can get them on the internet. Yeah.
How am I gonna
Is it
order
like
ice
the
cream
melon
online? By the
ones?
time it gets to my house,
No.
it's gonna be melted.
No, they come insulated.
I feel like I'd be paying so much more money than to just go to the Asian market though and find them.
Yeah, there's no way you're finding it. Yeah,
Well,
they're
just
very
said-
limited.
I have
Yeah.
any one.
Yeah.
Oh.
White chocolate
Let-
around.
I've only seen.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
The only Asian ice cream I've seen is like red bean ice cream.
Yeah, it's like
Good.
$36. You get a 4-pack, I think.
Oh yeah, see, I could just
Yeah.
go. I could travel just like 45 minutes away and just go get the. I could take a 45-minute drive and
Yeah.
pay just regular price and not have to spend so much for it.
Mmm. Chat, that thing
That
looks.
would involve having to
I want to do this.
drive.
Mango.
I hate driving.
Hello.
Are we doing the verdict, now? Or
Verdict
at
is
the store?
coming.
Yes, that's what I was going to tell you guys.
Oh.
I told them I was outside. This is a very big case with a very big precedent it wants to set, and I'm not gonna. You guys are looking at big time, and I'm not gonna rush this to fit it in just because there's a storm coming. So,
Oh shit.
yes,
Yeah,
I will
for
see you
storm?
guys after the storm. Same,
After
same,
All right.
place, same everything. I'm gonna take the 20 minutes it takes for everyone to wake up to actually look this over and not just rush a decision because there's a storm coming. So.
Can I touch the gavel again then, since we're
Yes,
on
you can
recess
touch the
stuff?
gavel again.
Yay!
Half an hour in type of thing.
sorry, but I'm not gonna rush this for nobody. Not with all the hard work they put in and your guys' hard
I got
work as well.
permission. I was told I was
It's all good.
allowed.
It makes sense.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, if it's possible, if
type of thing.
yeah, because it'll take everybody time to wake up and everything. So.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed. Bye,
Bye, Sophie.
everyone.
Thanks for coming.
I believe in
I'll
you.
see
You can
whenever
wake
I get
up.
out of prison.
I believe in you, Sophie.
No,
Come on,
you
Sophie.
See my
You can wake up.
salute? You see this salute?
I'm gonna go back to staring at a room full of stuff before my MBT disappears for 20 minutes.
All right.
Wait, there's
Tony, I can't use the at-home MDT.
why?
Invalid character. Like, there's a letter that's wrong. No,
Please
it's
stop
a letter.
talking to her.
What does that
Gates,
mean?
please get back to
What does that mean?
deliberation.
It means that my letters are broken. Why does everybody always assume I mean something else when I say invalid character?
She has a cousin with a weird name.
That's crazy.
I remembered that when I was like, oh yeah.
Nana,
Is
you're a
that
freak.
okay?
Does Kermie need to know about this?
I'm just what do you mean?
What? Sorry, Brian. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
you're
Brian.
good, you're good.
I'm just gonna stand you up.
Is everything good on the up north?
Up north? Oh, at the.
Yeah.
Recess.
Um.
I'm sure they'll be fine. I mean, there's like 5 minutes.
Get some food.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't even know if we'd make it there in time if we were.
Yeah. I started to, and then I realized I'm way too tired. I'm gonna end up shooting.
Warden, are you going to be here for the rest of the court case after the storm?
Yeah, they're she's. I didn't hear the whole thing, but a lot of us are coming back. Deliberation, I think, is gonna be 30 minutes after.
What's the right word here?
All right. Yeah, they will be.
We only talked about the dismissal,
Right?
right?
Do we need to?
I was just there.
Pretty sure we were just talking about the dismissal. With oh, hey, Mr. Nine, how you doing?
Wait, so what were you saying? What's your name, sir?
Me? Oh, hi, I'm Tony.
Your name's Hi?
No, I'm Tony.
Hi, I'm Tony.
Yeah, no, it's just Tony. Just
Tony. Tony, what's our last name?
Long, Leung.
Yeah, I am.
I got you. So what happened and that you conveniently forgot?
I need to ride back to the house.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, you know, you were. I heard something about you were working with Aaron, and then all of a sudden you just.
Oh no, we
forgot
just
your
talked
moment.
about
Working with me was just
no,
having
no,
a
no.
chat.
It just
Gotcha.
got brought up in passing about like how the motion got denied for dismissal just because
I got you.
definition argument. That's all I remembered.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy how sometimes people start forgetting things when it's convenient.
What? What do you mean by that?
Well, it's just something I find during through experience, people tend to forget things when it's convenient for them.
There's like a
right?
circle of dust.
Oh, I didn't forget because of inconvenience. It was just literally something that's in passing.
Do you ever find yourself in situations where you're being, you know, discussing legal matters, and then the context of that discussion, you just forget who you're talking to about?
It was just it was a public thing on the docket. We were just like, oh yeah, that it's cooked. I mean, they denied the motion.
Good night, Theo.
Listen, if he wants to be petty and bring you along, then I can be petty too.
Yeah.
You did it first.
No, he didn't.
How do we do it first?
They brought you on first, and then
Well,
Robin
he was going
didn't
to be
ask me.
brought on anyway because we were
Yeah.
actually working together because the cases were meant to be merged together.
Meant to, but it never happened.
What were you going to add to the? What were you reasonably going to add to the prosecution?
I honestly don't know.
No.
I think
The entire-
by the time I
the
I
entire
think
thing
it was
is
more
a
like a
semantical
closing
argument.
Yeah. It would have been hilarious. I
So-
mean, I haven't done a closing where Robin in like almost 8 months, so I kind of missed
Yeah.
it. I want to run it back. I probably would have Bobby Charles some sort of like stupid thing, but like with the one liner or something. But other than that, like,
Yeah.
I think it could be over. It could be over. Yeah, it's not the Constitution, so it doesn't exist.
Wait, does that mean any of us are civilians?
I probably have the same points as Robin, especially with the definitions of like escaping. and stuff
I
like that.
I
Try and,
have
like,
no
roar.
idea why he brought. That was our entire point. Was just because it's not there doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And then he just underlined our exact argument. So I
think it was more so just like, how was it? it kind of falls back to what we do have defined. Which
It is.
No, don't you trade. We said trade.
Not every word is defined in legislation. So they have in the United States they got legal dictionaries, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's where and then from that you've also got, you know, it goes deeper, like good faith, right? Like that's a legal definition. But so the entire point that we were trying to make is fugitive is not defined, right? Like Robin mentioned, oh, the legal definition of fugitive. There is no legal definition of fugitive. If it was, it'd be defined in legislation, which it is not. So you have to lean on the colloquial meaning of it. And hence are pointing out, like, what's this jurisdiction? What's that jurisdiction? And in the closing, this is not our jurisdiction. It's not law enforcement. So marshals, correctional facilities. And if we're going to use the terminology of fugitive in San Andreas, what is being a fugitive is leaving one jurisdiction to another, right? It's not just a state penitentiary and outward, right?
I think it was just falling back on the definition of harboring a fugitive is what he was getting at.
That is harboring.
No, but I mean, like in
concealing,
the
providing shelter, by definition, is like having them in your vehicle.
Well, that's why that's the problem, because the charge was so specifically written that like it cut out the actual, like, just like you said, the colloquial terms, right? Because if they just said DOC custody, I don't think we'd be arguing much
if we're gonna keep it real, that definition is probably from like two mildly altered from 2 generations ago, and now we have like written out legislation, so it's you can make these kind of arguments. Because I mean, if you use the use a simple litmus test, harboring a fugitive would then mean that you have to murder someone, then escape prison, and then be harbored.
They're too smart. They know our ways.
Like in the United States, let's say I murdered somebody, I went to trial and I got convicted, and I managed to, and I got broken out of the court case. I'm a fugitive.
Right.
Guys, what do you think about this?
And those that help break me out are harboring me. Because a shelter doesn't mean a home. It means it's not that kind of that word shelter doesn't mean like habitat, right? I mean shelter as in like and concealing, which is it's like the moment you put them in your arms or like get them in a vehicle or your proximity to them.
Somebody's shed, it could be anything, even like somebody's garbage can, technically.
Yeah, exactly.
Hiding and actively hiding from law enforcement, but still providing shelter.
Yeah, so you could then argue things like, obviously this is my position on it. You could then make arguments of like, well, I didn't, you know, I got someone in my vehicle. I didn't know who they were. You know what I mean? Or like, I just delivered this guy food. I didn't harbor him. I didn't know who he was. You know what I mean? Yep.
You gotta coordinate the tie.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, Finley Milton. I don't think he's much of a fugitive. You know.
Oh my god, guys, you hear that? Not guilty.
Wait, so what is he then?
Harrison Ford.
I'm a mechanic.
Now, that man was a fugitive. You know what I mean? You ever see the movie?
Finley and the Ford versus Ferrari?
Richard Kimball? Fugitive?
Oh, no, that one, no. Sorry, he's a Harrison Ford. I was like,
yeah, Harrison Ford.
Wait, I was thinking a different Ford. Oh, I was thinking Ford versus. Okay, whatever. I'm cooked.
No. Yeah.
I think.
Oh my god.
I think we're on the same page when it comes to that, but I think it's more so just arguing what's been given to the state is the issue. And I think that kind of highlights more of the changes that needs to happen. Because the penal code is kind of like it's very what was it, pigeonholed into one specific instance of what you highlight as like you have to break out of this. You have to be escaped this.
You know, if only there was someone with legislative authority that is arguing that legislation should expand on penal code definitions so it adds clarity instead of being two sentences and has been doing it for the past, 6 years.
That's crazy. You should have a discussion with our mayor.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe if that was done. Yeah.
Yo, Michael's right. You should have a discussion with him too. You guys will have an entire TED talk.
Yeah.
So, oh my god.
What arm did you throw that with?
Oh no, that doesn't even cover my fine.
The only one that you have.
Ain't no way he came in packing.
You have your gun out.
Why do you got your gun out?
I just wanted to make sure it was safe in here.
Yeah.
It's not a snowball to shoot. Please don't shoot them. It's just a snow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a shoe. It's not a
Alice, are you
snowball.
moving?
Splendid.
I'll do it.
Alice, are you moving?
No, I'm not
Shoot it with your
moving.
mom's arm.
I
No,
can't
I'm not.
take out my
I'm
gun.
moving.
After I fucked her.
Who's the Ninja Turtle?
Fuck your
Who's
mommy
this
and
guy?
call me daddy.
At least this wasn't 4 hours. Is all
Hello,
I'm
sir?
saying. It was
Who are
equally.
you?
It was an equal waste of time, but at least it wasn't 4 hours.
You look like that lady from The Incredibles, little tiny one. the
7
little
days
short
in
lady.
Baltimore duty.
Yes,
At
in
the
the
mud.
mud. Yes,
If you had to do
that's
4-hour
right.
court cases every time you came on duty, you wouldn't be on either.
I'm happy with the court case, given that someone who listened to the court case listened to it. That's all we wanted, right? That's all I wanted. I don't care what the verdict is. Genuinely. The only reason it felt sideways, like I said, is like, it feels weird, like, if we're hearing, like, shit's already being, like, you know what I mean? That's why it was good. It ended up good. I like that, what's her name, presided over it. Outcome is never... You want to at least have the feeling as that it's inconclusive. You know what I mean? Obviously, because it's a roleplay server. Well, I think it's going to be 50-50, really. Whichever way it rolls will be reasonable. Yeah, just a fair trial. Because the thing is, the reason I'm fighting for it heavy, and why Brian and, share the same position, is because without a fair trial, what's the point of trial? Society exists with law and order. I want you to think about that. All the way back to the Greeks and shit. Western civilization is based on this concept, right? Western civilization is based on this inherent concept. It's like, if judgment is not done in a fair manner, then there is no society. You cannot have society, like the society. Well, it's not even just Western culture, to be honest. A lot of cultures. I was eating some dinner. I'm fucking a little spicy. Yep. If there's no faith in the courts, and the only way to resolve is through conflict and force. Yep. Or through control. That was Nino's point way back when in the DOJ meeting, is that you're advocating authoritarianism. Because in an authoritarian government, you have non-elected individuals who are claiming what is right and what is wrong. Nah. Suffering from success, loading too quick. Yeah, I have gotten a lot of messages to come play and do boosting and shit. Did it. How many shares of Coca-Cola do you need for $4,000 in dividend? Lord have mercy. Man, people that bought into Coca-Cola way back when, even 20 years ago, are doing aight on dividend payments. Jesus Christ. Nah. CVS? What is CVS up to? I feel like it's risky. CVS seems like fucking risky though. Because like CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, I don't know. For me, seems a little like sketchy because like places like Amazon and retail in general is risky. Yeah. I think Walmart and Target are probably going to be all right, but like because they got pharmacies baked into them, like things like CVS, Walgreens, etc., like they're slowly getting deteriorated away with like Amazon and whatever. And you know, you can now there's like all these online like services that can get you medicine. Target Pharmacy is CVS? Oh, I didn't know that. You know what pisses me off? I wanted to buy Tesla and Facebook back when in like 2008 when I got out of college and they had IPO'd and I didn't. And did you know $1,000 in like Tesla then would have been like, I forgot what it is, like $5 million now? Fucking crazy, bro. So I don't really know.
Well, yes, yep.
So I don't really know, to be honest.
Knight, are you okay?
Yep. I just can't see things properly just yet.
Oh, here, I'll help you.
Yeah. Awesome.
Better?
Oh, yep. There we go. Thank you.
Gotcha.
My biggest failure is buying a computer instead of just AMD stock. AMD I bought at $7 in 2013, and then I dipped out. Though my Amazon did good. What was it? I had some shares in something, Berkshire Hathaway, A&B, and I sold it all. And this is the best decision I made back then. And I wish I did more of this. It's like I had $10,000 or $20,000 in Scott trade. And I sold everything in there, and I just bought Apple stock. And then I forgot it existed. And then one day I opened it up, and I had $250,000 in it. And I was like, dang! And then I'm like, dang, if only I did more of that shit way back when. You know what I mean? Just fucking put that shit in there instead of letting it sit in my savings account. Yeah, I know, man. Fucking young dasMEHDI with his OG Scott trade account, right? Yeah, bro. Shit went right at. I still have it. It's sitting there. That's my retirement. Sitting there. That's my retirement, bro. It's crazy when I think about it that way. It's like I just put it away, and then I just like that's crazy. Like I just deleted the account. Like I didn't even know the password. I literally was just like, I'm sure Apple will be good in the future.
Cortez, I have to pay you. I'm sure you please.
There's no way to know, man. There's no way to know. I think it's like invest in shit that you think is going to be good after 10 years, 20 years, and just sit on it. But only shit that you can afford to put away and lock up. Chad, who's heard this track before? Give me a 1. I heard this the other day. This shit is... She lost her manager and her record contract off this track. And I don't know how it showed up on my YouTube shorts. And the only thing I convinced myself of is like YouTube knows my algorithm, and it was like, you know, based on all those little political tracks we play in the morning, or like not the tracks, but the fucking you know, corporations fuck the left and the right. I listen to this track and I'm like, damn. Ia May, she's like Australian.
I hear the poor man's going through a phase.
Oh, let's run it back. This is literally me in the morning. This is like, I'm like, damn, this track speaks to me.
I open up my phone on a Monday morning, staring at my screen. I'm tired and a little lonely.
Robin.
Mr. Muskie says some shit that left so angry. Twitter wars and Gaza, man, it's overwhelming. less important than a profit line. No one cares about your dreams, just pay your tax on time. Keep scrolling, hold me near to you now. Gender, guns, religion, and abortion rights. You better pick a tribe and ain't the other side. Keep scrolling.
Did you see Taylor live?
Man-made virus, watch some millions die. Biggest profit of their lives. Here's inflation, that's your prize. This is Carmageddon. Turn on the news and eat their lies. Kim or Kanye, pick a side. Cancel culture, what a vibe. This is Carmageddon. Corporations swear they never lie. Politicians bribe for life. More than war, it's genocide. This is Carmageddon. Welcome to the chaos of the times. If you go left and I go right, pray we make it out alive. This is Carmageddon. It's Fashion Week, celebs lose ribs. Balenciaga, how's the kids? Just as Stray Keys losing beef. Kendrick killed him in his sleep. This track's about beating up your queen. While women dying doesn't cause a scene. While we're fed all these distractions, kids are killed from Israel's actions. I'ma speak my mind. Sick to death of all these crazy lies. A circus for humanity's decline. We just want a peaceful life. Give the people back their rights. And I still gotta beef. Cause Fauci's laughing and we've been asleep. And who's a liar and it's running deep. Big pharma finna eat. They a devil, make 'em weak. Man-made virus, watch some millions die. Biggest profit of their lives. Here's inflation, that's your prize. This is Carmageddon. Turn on the news and eat their lies. Kim or Kanye, pick a side. Cancel culture, what a vibe. This is Carmageddon. Corporations swear they never lie. Politicians bribe for life. More than war, it's genocide. This is Carmageddon. Welcome to the chaos of the times. If you go left and I go right, pray we make it out alive. This is Carmageddon.
Yeah, bro. I woke up this morning and, you know, as I typically do.
Turns out, you know, it left too much of the dye in my hair, as it turns out. So I had to
Oh,
wash it out.
shit.
Yeah, see, so.
Oh, yeah, there it is. A little bit better.
Yeah, yeah.
I could probably hit your, like, scalp or something. Dyed it out.
Is that like the food dye shit? Is this gonna make me weird or something? Like, am I gonna freak out on
I
it when I
don't-
trip out because I absorbed it?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe.
Oh,
But
I
it's not
said
like it's
40,
got,
right?
like I think hair dye used to have, like, lead in it. I don't think
I
it
didn't
does
ask for
anymore.
unleaded, so.
I don't think there's lead in
Oh,
hair dye anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I woke up
You have
this
more
morning. I
food
was
by any
looking.
chance?
Yes, I got a little bit.
May I have
I got
a little
one
bit?
left. There you go.
Perfect. I can go get us some too if we need to.
No.
Not sure how long it's gonna be.
Oh my god. Yeah, I woke up this morning and, bro, I love YouTube Shorts. So I hold on one second. Oh, Santos. Let's get the Brian music back. So yeah, I was what was it? I like scrolling through like YouTube Shorts in the morning, and I'm like scrolling through that shit, and like it came up on this track, and I'm like, what the fuck, bruh? This is like legit. I think the thing that made that track like just so fucking good is it like summarizes exactly what I think most people feel. So you fucking turn on your shit. It's all fucking bullshit. It's like left is saying some shit, right saying some shit. You can't pick a side. And if you pick a side, it's like fucking motherfuckers like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. What the fuck?
Oh my god, I think you're conflicted.
Judicial terms in the forum. Have you not heard him talk about the constitutional definition of? I think it's his phrase of the day.
Are we going back on?
What?
Yes, Starlin, we'll do that. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real. If they run, I ain't moving.
Isn't it terrible that I thought that same thing?
No, I'll check the warrants.
Was it worth the 4 hours of court if we don't get to shoot him?
Or why would we shoot them?
What, Jonah?
Yeah. Wait, why would we shoot him?
Alright,
Well, hold on.
little joke there, little joke.
Okay.
Little J.
For your check.
That's it.
Do you guys think you're sufficient at the courthouse, or do you think they're gonna flee and you need additional?
Okay, I'll lay it out to you, Maple. If they do flee for whatever reason, with all the cops that have been at the court case are not moving a muscle because we're all dead tired, so maybe the fresh cops would chase.
You're really in the face.
We're kind of past that point. I don't honestly listen. I think they're going to be found not guilty. Based on how court works.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine if they have, their righteous perspective of it being wrongfully tried here, but regardless of what the law says, I think it's pretty clear cut that they did harbor did it, whether or not the verbiage says so.
Yeah. If anything, we did our job of exposing it.
But I think going with the argument of like we're maliciously prosecuting and we're like not doing our jobs, it's like I think that's wrong.
How did malicious prosecution?
Wait, Alice, I just realized
I mean, there's just like Finn's screaming that we wasted 7 years of his life.
Yeah, you hit the ball.
And I'm saying, well, he's acting like he didn't do what he did, and
This is not the
it's not like we just picked him off the side of the road and threw him in jail for nothing.
the border, didn't you?
Yeah. Here,
Don't lie.
can you put your head down real quick like this?
Yes, he's in the
Just like
in the room next door.
Just go ahead. Look at it. That's like yes. So I went back because I was asking them like, this doesn't look exactly like it's natural, and they said they left too much dye in my hair, so I needed to wash some more out. So
Yeah.
that's pretty close. That's pretty close.
No, I don't.
Why? But she has keys to my house now, and so I guess Murray gave her keys to my car.
She said she doesn't have a driver's license.
She doesn't have a driver's license. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I know. I put it on her profile.
Do all the justices live together?
The license,
I didn't know she took my car. Murray was the one. Go ahead and get those keys sorted. I'll show up.
I don't even know if I feel like I should be able to do that. I don't know if I can.
Major. Hey, how's it going, Chris?
I mean, that's a felony.
What was the song called? Carmageddon. I actually don't know. What the hell does Carmageddon mean?
I forgot to take it off. I am in a courtroom.
I think Carmageddon means like the word karma.
Yeah, a little respect, a little decorum.
Carmageddon. Oh, it doesn't have like.
The
Oh, a lot of people have written songs called Carmageddon. It's not the first. Oh, there's Carmageddon is a. I think it means like Armageddon, but like karma. Geddon,
Really, Jonah?
like with a K.
Really? Jonah, you smoke?
Really? In the courtroom, Jonah?
Put it out.
Put it out right now. Put it out.
Yeah, okay.
You smoke?
Like a little bit. Don't drink.
What?
Or do drugs or gamble, but I do smoke.
You're disappointing, Jonah, dude. You need to cut it out. No, Cortez, I need you here.
Carmageddon was with a C. Like Armageddon with cars. And this is Armageddon with karma.
You just waft that smoke in her face? What are you doing, dude?
Oh, I was wafting it away.
I still can't believe she wrote that track and she lost her manager. Yo, fuck people, dude. That's crazy. The manager's a pussy anyways. Yeah, actually, that may have something to do with it. Dude was probably like, yo, listen, dog. He's like, listen, bruh. Carmageddon with a K. With a K, brother. Get up. Get up. Who's around in this? It's not really that's what I was saying, man. How that's actually the thing that made me blow my mind. I was like, how is this song controversial? Is there a music video to this? Lyrics, music video. Like, how is this shit? I mean, it got a lot of views, 3.5 million. But, like, I don't understand how any of this track was fucking controversial. I mean, maybe a little bit, but, like, you got to be on some, like, donkey puss. You know what I mean? You got to be on some donkey puss to be like, oh, damn. Like, I mean, okay. Let's talk reality. There's tracks that talk about like pissing. R. Kelly was making tracks about pissing on his significant others for like fucking 20 years, and that shit was like hitting MTV and like on the radio and like all kinds of shit. And like, what, in the last 5 years, like how many times have you heard like tracks talking about like fucking crazy shit, like fucking shitting on chest and shit? And like, it's like, all right, that's cool. But like, motherfucker, like this track is controversial. That's crazy. Oh, you're talking about the government doing, well, yeah. I mean, isn't it like known fact that COVID was man-made? Am I tripping? Yeah. I remember when that first started coming out, people were like, why are you blaming China? Like, bro, this isn't exactly... Like, lab leaks happen all the time. It's not true at all. Is it not? I'm pretty sure that's conjecture. Is it not? Like, I feel like it's pretty true. I don't know, mate.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see. I've been running off the notion that that shit probably man-made. We'll probably never know for sure, but ultimately, do I need to know one way or another when you don't really know where the origins would be? Does it change my perception of things? Probably not. Even if we're talking, I'm 55% certain versus 45%, it might not be. Yeah, I thought it was pretty common knowledge. Maybe we don't know precisely why. Okay, let me see. Of course not. The origins of COVID-19 are being studied, but the majority of scientific evidence suggests that it's likely originated from a natural spillover event where the virus jumped from animals. This is similar to COVID SARS. For some researchers have considered the possibility of an accidental lab leak, given that the Wuhan Institute of Virology studies coronaviruses. Investigations by the World Health Organization, other agencies have explored this, but no conclusive evidence supports the idea. Oh, interesting. The consensus amongst most biases is that COVID is a natural origin. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think maybe that's kind of a more of my position is like, because like whether it did or didn't, honestly, I don't see how it's controversial if it did or didn't. What? You know what I mean? Does anyone disagree with that? Whether it actually did leak out of a lab or it didn't leak out of a lab, does that really change much to your reality on the view of the world? Because is that really going to change whether or not labs around the world are going to be studying deadly fucking viruses? No, they're still going to be doing that. Of course they ain't stopping. You know, a lot of that shit, it's not like necessarily motherfuckers making like biological weapons or some shit. Right? Shit needs to be studied. This is how we carry out proper public health. I agree with that, but I don't know if my like political outlooks would change. Like, would it change if we found out that some place did it intentionally? Sure, but I don't think any of that. Maybe that is the line, though, then. Like, if I was like, yes, it was 1000% man-made, are any of you guys going to get pissed? Or if I was like, there's no way it's man-made, would any of you be pissed? I don't think so. And again, maybe it's a hotter topic than I realize. I guess maybe in my mind, I'm like, isn't it more important to figure out how to stop that shit? You know what I'm saying?
Howdy, darlings. Howdy.
Yeah.
Howdy, howdy.
My day's good. Thank you for asking. How's yours?
Howdy.
Yeah, thanks for them race tires.
I think it's a bit of conspiracy theory. Of course it's conspiracy theory.
You don't have a
Conspiracy theory isn't... Conspiracy theory, in my mind, is a phrase used by people that don't want you questioning things to stop questioning things by making you think that anything that isn't obvious...
I heard she scammed me on flipping off-road tires.
And who told you that?
Not Alma. Someone else. Not
It's interesting.
Like, don't question shit. Like, because a conspiracy theory is not. I feel like conspiracy theory has that phrase 20 years ago.
Ever since I got shot, okay? I almost been a real hookup.
I wonder why.
Or 25 years ago. Yeah, exactly. Conspiracy theory doesn't equal tinfoil hat. Thank you. I'm fucking cooked.
Wow.
What happened to me?
I know. Did you feel so bad?
Yeah. Word spread so quickly on the streets. It's wild.
Wow. Oh,
yeah, I know.
Elmer's, I'm glad. Well,
Well, it's a theory that implies conspiring, and inherently, why would we ever think that entities don't conspire? Corporations conspire, governments conspire, agencies conspire, right? And you're theorizing about conspiring things, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it a conspiracy theory that, you know, we, you know, like, you know, what is it, the Contra wars and shit?
Door for me and let me walk in.
Yeah, I'll give you a kiss right now.
You know, like the Contras? Like, imagine we were like, yo, the Contra shit, that's a fucking conspiracy theory type shit. You know what I mean?
Pen or anything, darling.
It's a conspiracy theory that, you know, that the
24/7.
you know, what the CIA was doing in the like the 80s with crack cocaine. It's a conspiracy. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that.
That's dangerous.
You get into the extreme. I just said that I would go into Susie Carmichael's house. She invited me in, and I would.
It's 6:35. Where's the Dudge? Oh my God. Chat. Wait. Who's EU? Type 1 if you're EU in chat.
Jonah, darling.
The last time there was a 24/7 hot pursuit thing, it didn't end well for me, buddy. I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, fair enough. That was when you got it.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
I still don't know.
Well,
total mystery.
You never subpoenaed the report?
Listen, I will fix my sleep schedule, chat, for the EU folks, all right?
Who did it catch?
I can't read.
I'm going to aim for that on for Thursday.
The report was written in hieroglyphics.
It really was. It was all encrypted and shit, and I don't have the key.
You don't got the case, Savannah, darling?
No.
Okay. Maybe next time, darling.
I do remember.
Is Finn the only one that's? Sorry, I mean to interrupt. Sorry. Sorry. Go ahead. Is Finn the only one that's handcuffed to the table?
He's the only one
Just
that was.
me.
He was the only one that broke bail and was in prison custody.
Finn, you broke bail?
I don't see 95s, only 47s.
Oh, that's actually beautiful. That's poetic. That poor person didn't even deserve anything.
Didn't even stand a chance. That was wild.
I know. That's so bad. That's so unfortunate. I feel so bad for you. Anyways, if I get any more broke tires, like, I'll just give it to you, you know?
Okay, bet. Yeah. Sounds good. I'm just throwing them on every ambulance.
I'm not Susie Carmichael. I'm actually Alma.
You idiot. You have scissors in your vest?
That's a positive ID right there.
I'm just actually not.
What? You never know when you're gonna have to.
I don't have a warrant.
In person with a deal.
Just a little, you know, police procedure joke right there, you know.
Yeah. Just to see if you sweat a little bit.
Yeah, a little hee hee ha ha.
No, because you know, this guy over there pulled me over 10 minutes before the court case, and he was like, "Bro, you have 2 warrants." No, Ventura.
Usually start stream as I'm getting back from school. Really?
Excuse me? Alma?
Minutes before the fucking court case.
Damn right it did.
Like, I needed to come to the court case. It's for the homies.
Right, we served Alma's warrants.
Yeah, but I didn't go to prison. I just
Oh.
got fined.
I have to write the report for that. The speeding ticket.
Oh yeah, you got that.
I can't wait for your next warrant,
Yes,
Alma.
I'll do that.
Honestly. We can make it happen soon.
Sure, yeah. Let's you and I both do that together.
And you won't get some food or anything?
I know. We can
You need food, brother?
Oh no, I got some. I I mean, my food's probably much worse than y'all's.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I got you.
Let me make something transparent and very clear to every member of this
Food on
courtroom.
floor is I cannot
If
give a
anyone in here emails Judge Gates while she's in deliberation, you are well aware and acknowledge the fact that you'll be put in contempt of court. Hi, Gary. Temptation's never been higher.
I want to email her. What are you doing?
What if I emailed her
Who
beforehand?
Who up? Where you at?
Legs, don't try me. I won't get contempt if I do it.
Hey, Justice, can you like name and shame? I just want to kick him.
Yeah, I want the tea. Give it. What the hell?
Name and shame.
Wait,
It was Cora. It was
doesn't
Cora.
it need to be a matter of public record?
I want to kick him.
Hey, Finn.
Yeah.
Finn, your pants look amazing. You look so dapper over there, buddy.
Thanks. I dressed up for the occasion.
So I got my head chewed off for saying that.
What?
That was crazy. When I complimented his pants, I got yelled at.
Speaking of pants, the two of you are.
Are you whining
I'm
right
gonna go
now?
do crime.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I didn't hear what you
about it,
said.
Churro.
What did you say?
The ambulance. I love you, Sav.
Oh my god, I love you too, babe.
Thanks. You call her babe and you call me bestie? What?
Well, okay, Nana and I go way back, okay?
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the verdict.
Hello, I'm not dead.
You know what? Fuck it. Maybe if we, we go back in time, we go to Winstock, and it's you, me, and Ray Romanov, we'll just grab that cocaine and we'll just do lines off Nana's ass.
What?
Mhm. Yeah, Nana and I go way back.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, you sound fine.
Okay, thank you.
Ray.
I'm having headaches, so
cocaine off her ass.
everything sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
here?
I also had a one-on-one Nana Banana
1,
body
2,
pillow back in the day.
3. See blue hair, Finn, old man.
Blue hair ID go crazy.
Radio
These
check.
are turquoise.
10-2.
Brian, Ventura, Aaron. Okay.
Let me know if anything else happens.
Oh, no sign language
Should I let them
interpreter?
around
Shit.
these
Does anybody in
sounds,
here?
please?
Oh, wait, they can't hear me.
That's crazy.
Oh my
Damn.
Hey, at least she realized it.
I was gonna ask if anybody was deaf and needed an interpreter,
Yeah.
and then I realized they can't. I don't
But
know
um
if they can
bump.
hear me.
Good job, Gates.
That's like
Yeah.
I haven't a doctor.
That's my judge.
I haven't been a doctor since Viceroy, okay?
Ask Water.
Or do a state announcement.
I'm not touching state announcements.
That's funny.
Don't you guys? I was gonna hit this every time I texted. Hang on. Goddamn stupid gavel.
Of it.
So quiet.
Alright, there you go. There you go. Jesus Christ, Finn.
What?
I'm fart IDing you.
I'm
Alright, we'll call
not
this
paying attention.
this back into session. Hello, this is the continuance of the People v. Barry Benson et al. Everybody check under your chair and make sure Barry Benson's not under there. Little guy could have got lost.
I don't see him.
Nope.
I don't see him.
It's not an Oprah situation. Alright. Until less fun stuff. By the way, when there's 4 people, it's way less fun trying to write everything down. So at the end, I will go over every person and every charge and what I found them, whatever of, for clarification. Alright. Today, we heard a lot of waffling about legal definitions and what isn't and isn't defined by the Constitution. Arguments about words like citizen and fugitive and what do they mean. That is not the question at the heart of this case. The question at the heart of this case is, at what point in a court case does the defendant move
It's literally the argument.
It is my opinion and my ruling that would occur once the sentence has been read and the court has adjourned. At that point, custody of the defendant moves from the court's custody to the custody of LEOs and the Department of Corrections.
Oh.
The officers, as well as the evidence of the people's aid, show the defense did knowingly assist Mr. McQuillan in attempting to escape from authorities. This also shows that the defendants were on the radio with Mr. McQuillan during the chase and subsequent shootouts, showing a clear knowledge of where Mr. McQuillan was without notifying the proper authorities. Additionally, it's reasonable to assume that Mr. McQuillan, I wrote McQuillan, Mr. McQuillan's fellow clubmates in the ADMC would know that he was in fact wanted for the arrest of the murder of Officer Anastasia Pierce. Now, all of this very clearly meets the requirements of felony obstruction of justice, which all 4 defendants have been charged with today. However, does it meet the requirements for harboring a fugitive? Prosecution claims that per the title and spirit of the law, the actions taken by the defendants qualify for this charge. However, the defense calls for the letter of the law, saying that the escape of Mr. McQuillan from the courthouse doesn't meet the requirements for this charge. It is my ruling, based on the evidence before me today, and the current penal code of the San Andreas, that all 4 defendants are not guilty of the charge of harboring a fugitive. However, all 4 are guilty of felony obstruction of justice.
Woo! Yeah! Fuck you, cunts!
Let's go!
I'm not done. It is a ruling that the charge of harboring a fugitive, as is currently written in the Los Santos Penal Code, does not cover escaping from the courthouse, and probably should be edited to include that. Additionally, due to the lack of evidence in regard to Mr. Dean Barnes' possession.
Wait, escaping from the courthouse?
Put your fingers down. I will be finding Mr. Barnes not guilty of one-time possession of a tampered firearm.
Hey,
Officer Ezra stated that Mr. Barnes had a deagle in his possession, and the evidence backs this up. But unlike with Mrs. Starr's deagle, I see no evidential proof that the deagle was actually tampered with. It's just a picture of a gun, and I'm not an NRA member. This means nothing to me. So for clarification's sake, Mr. Benson will be found guilty of all charges except harboring a fugitive.
That's an awful.
Mr. Milton will be found guilty of all charges except harboring a fugitive.
Wait.
Mr. Barnes will be found guilty of all charges except harboring a fugitive and possession of a tampered firearm. And Ms. Starr will be found guilty of all charges minus harboring a fugitive. That is the ruling of this court. Fuck, I have to do the sentencing part. Talk to me in a second. Look, it took a long time to write that.
So he got. I'm so confused.
He's being found not guilty of possession of a tampered firearm because she doesn't know.
I don't know how long
what
certain
kind of
people
gun
have
that
been
is.
in and out of jail too. So.
But
Yeah.
She stated in the report.
Wait,
Well,
but how does
they didn't hold the desert eagle when they took the photo?
7 fucking years of my life on this dumb fuck bogus charge!
Okay, and Mr. Barnes.
They want to add escaping the courthouse?
I don't know.
What does that have to do with the capital nature of harbor?
They spent about 30 minutes in court.
They served their and then got out on bail after their sentence for the incident.
No, they spent about half an hour. It was literally during storm. They got sent before storm and straight after
They were on
storm,
12-hour
their bail
holds.
got approved.
12-hour hold.
Ben's obviously served 7 years currently, so for violating.
Yeah, I mean the sentence is over, so. Yeah, maybe wait until we get out of here.
Yeah, but escaping the courthouse is demonstrably not the point.
Good job, Forte.
Hey, thank you.
You did great, Forte.
Yeah, capital murder, just run, exactly.
I don't know how to work.
Shut up, and I didn't know the verdict was being called.
Wait, which one?
Zap a little guy right now.
That's why one of the reasons why I wanted to. If there's a lot of new buttons in here, and I got some.
That's your workout fit? You work
It's
out.
also a bit confusing. On the,
that does not look comfortable to work out in.
Courthouse is still state grounds, saying the courthouse is now on a certain.
I thought you said your workout fit.
They ain't never have you, Robin. They ain't never have you.
Oh no, Robin's argument was kind of dog shit.
So you wanna make a deal?
I can only work with the charges that are in the penal code.
Look, I'm judge on Shark Tank.
He is an OG.
You look like you're presenting.
What could have been improved on the argument, Your Honor? What was wrong with it?
Well, you didn't really have shit to work with anyways.
Denied. Oh yeah, it's basically just if Sean's a fugitive, then.
Can you repeat the charges,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah.
I'm sure you can
So-
discuss that afterwards.
Could be
with
fun,
them.
but the funding
Okay,
is not
so-
in place.
None of them are guilty of harboring a fugitive, and Dean is also not guilty of possession of a tampered firearm because there's no. I checked like twice. There was no evidence of it. Like
So
how
is
it's
that being
reported on.
replaced with any like other firearm charge? Because
I was told I was only allowed to change charges in bench trials, not docket trials. When I
And does it not matter that the Deagle is like posting a firearm stand in the main report?
I
left
would.
Metacord for a reason I will stay out of it. For
Well,
a
that.
reason.
Come on, mate. Join the rapture day.
Where at the.
And the firearms
report,
found.
It says firearms found, the Deagle, and then the serial number.
We need you to run in and attack.
So,
I'm done being a firefighter.
We know
has
that
a
all
serial
Deagles
number on
have
it.
the serials.
They have a serial number after being run from ballistics.
I don't know that. I'm not a
I
cop.
mean, it's been ruled in court multiple times.
Yeah.
Like,
But I'd say there's with Cora there was a picture, right?
I didn't
And the
change. I
picture
changed
showed
for
it was
the better,
scratched
right,
off.
Dave?
There was no. It was just a picture of a gun in his pockets. Not even. I had to use Ezra's statement and look at the picture of Cora to even see it was a deagle.
No evidence.
so my question still counts. It's mentioned in the report that's a Deagle, and we know in the court of law now because it's been ruled multiple times that the Deagle is an
Any
amplifier.
mechanical device that can plug into any sort of water source.
Well, I
Wait.
was told it is not evidently proven to be tampered.
No, they got it afterwards because fucking.
Wait, why is it tampered?
Came in to save him.
Very confused, but sure.
I don't set precedent. I just work with the evidence in front of me. You know.
Yeah, we've never had that issue before, so.
Hold that L. Hold that L. Hold that L.
Wait, so
So what's the time for these guys? Because, like I said, they hardly spent any time in prison. Finn obviously did. He's probably spent all of his
oh my
time
god,
there.
Aaron is pissed.
Finn's probably good
I
to
lo-
go at this point.
I get it.
We got sent in. And
Wait, hold on.
get bailed
But a
out.
nickel for every time the treaty tried to violate innocent members' rights. I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, and I'm just shocked it happened twice.
That's one of the problems. I don't know how to do that, and the math. is
Prove it in court.
Not mathing. That's
Wait, hold
why I
on.
like to talk about
Bro, how is this turning into escaping the courthouse? Wait, to be fair, that's probably coming separate, but I hope it's not just escaping the courthouse, because the merit of the entire argument is it's a convicted murderer being harbored.
Oh, no, I literally said.
Give him, because I'd say give him another.
I think that's the more the throw off bit.
60 off for the court case because I took forever, and then the rest of it they can serve. Minus a total of 90. 30 for the bail and 60 for the court case.
Where's the EMS lawyer?
Because I did take extremely long to deliberate.
I texted him. He didn't reply to me.
What the fuck?
That's kind of an L.
And as for the warrant for Barry, is that just going to be an indefinite one?
Hey, come into the.
yeah.
Come here to me. Come courtroom to me.
A warrant.
I'm
not showing up.
Eric Sloan said he texted you and that you ignored him.
That's the bit I'm confused by is
God, Arcadia just looks so fucking good today.
Bencho, do you want to sort out Cora, and then I'll speak to Dean and sort him
Sure.
out?
Eric,
Dean, do you want to come over here?
Chris. Chris, Eric.
Why is the judge bot yelling at me for being clocked in too long?
Cora, come here.
Fine, ignore it.
Is that how court cases work, Katie?
Don't worry, Cora. We proved you had a gun.
Yeah, I sent you a little text.
You wanna cuff me, or
yesterday.
am I just staying?
Oh yeah, he has still cuffed her.
Alright, I've made the motion on Benny's case.
Really? The GSR test, the mugshot.
DOC, will we be able to get Mr. Milton uncuffed from the table?
Oh my God, Jonah died.
Do we have any DOC rejoin us after the weather change?
Does he not have? Because does anybody else not have?
Yes, they
today?
both
Did he special
should.
cuff?
I'm gonna be petty here. This isn't my jurisdiction. The DOC can handle this.
Too busy to do at the moment. I understand.
Nice.
So long because I wrote a deliberation for both sides.
Alright, incredible.
Thank you.
For both?
Uh-huh.
Did you not know?
He
All right, you
said-
know what? I'm not gonna
he
ask.
said,
I'm
"I
gonna
should
ask
call a
questions.
lawyer," and I said,
I'm
"We
just
have
happy
one
you're here.
retainer.
Thank you,
Which
Gabe.
is fair because I feel
Well,
like that's the ultimate goal.
But
I
I don't
thought
know.
about it, and then I wrote one thing.
The
and then I
DOC
thought
has
about
my
another thing,
fucking
and then I wrote
phone
one
and
for
shit
the
as
other, one for the
well.
other.
Wait, so what was the conclusion? Did I miss it?
No, they didn't put it in a bag. They took it off my person.
Send it.
Wait, so what was the chat? Did I miss it because I'm cooked? Where was it? Goes into PD and DOC custody.
Do you know which member of the DOC took your phone?
Mate, I don't fucking. The only one I know is that Chucklefuck Gary. The rest
If
of them
they're
are
in
fucking-
custody, that means they're in custody of.
Like, hey, baby, I'm the flash of them all.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, the verdict wasn't clear. That's where I'm like lost here.
No!
So, hold on.
You sound very Australian, Finley.
Gary.
Trying to summon them.
You know, when I arrested Finley.
Yeah, that's the bit where I kind of lost sense of what the really was. Because I heard that.
What do you mean?
We heard that it goes into, but then it says custody of the State Correctional Institute.
Ain't no way
But she
she got
said
sent
they're
off.
in custody of the DOC. No, but it says from custody of Bowling State Penitentiary or any state correctional institute. The DOC is the state correctional institute.
Jonah died.
Am I good to go? Everyone's all good. No one needs to talk to me. Cool, I'm out of here.
You know, I had to find a way to get here that was.
Bye, Finn. Bye, Nana.
Bye,
Bye, Nana.
Bye, Savannah.
Gates?
There you go, mate.
Sean was never. She stated. Wait, tell me what I'm missing here.
Gary's not here. He said he hates.
Didn't she state that
Nothing wrong.
that when someone is convicted, they get put into the custody of the police department and the DOC? If that is true, this reads, or any other state correctional institution.
Jonah.
The DOC is the state correctional institution. Unless the inference is that the state correctional institution is she's saying that needs to be a building, not institution as in,
You wanted to be deputy mayor for.
you know.
What about bottle or...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think that's what what they were trying to say.
Try to run again, but he has capital charges that can't be expunged.